Welcome to episode number 81 of the 5 Letters podcast. You got myself, Yells, you got Bez to the left of me, you got Cam to the right of me. Let's get into it. The 5 Letters podcast. Yes. Boys, how are we doing? Episode 81. Yeah. Like I said, no long talking, man. Let's get into it. How's life? How's things going for you? What up?
Yeah, man, it's been a chill 2 weeks, to be fair. Haven't really done much. Been to the office a couple of times. We went to a pub after. I'm on Cam's vibe now. Pub after work and that. Yeah, I went to a pub after work and we played a board game. It's called Avalon. Have either of you heard of it?
No.
It's interesting. It's kind of like Among Us or like them kind of vibes. So you basically get given a card and you get given a character with the card. So then you get like you're a hero or a villain basically.
Right.
And you have roles in there. So you have like a Merlin, who's a character who can see who the villains are but can't say.
Yeah. Right.
Merlin's a good guy. Mm-hmm. Then you have an assassin who can kill Merlin.
Yeah.
And if he finds out who Merlin is, then the bad guys win. Then you've got one character who basically is allowed to pretend to be Merlin to save Merlin basically.
Right.
And then so basically the aim of the game is you basically get missions and then you select who goes on a mission with you. Everyone has to approve or disagree to a mission. Mm-hmm. So the aim is to get like a certain amount of people to all success the mission,
right.
Which is you have cards success or fail. And then let's say me and you Yells go on a mission together. Mm-hmm. We're both good. So we turn our cards over. We both want to pass the mission.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, we both pass. So we both pass. Then we bring next mission. I choose and I say, okay, me and you both passed. I'm gonna bring Cam on the mission now. Mm-hmm. But then now we turn our cards over and it's one fail. So that means that one of us is a villain basically.
Right.
And we played the first bit, or me and you are good, Cam's bad, and then you basically have to try and whoever gets the majority, best of 5, passes and fails, wins. So,
There's a game like this called Mind Night, where it's like it doesn't have like the roles and everything, but it's literally just that part of it.
Yeah.
Where you pick a certain amount of people to go and do this mission, and then obviously the good guys will try and pass it, the bad guys will fail it.
How does that work as on a board game when you're sat around the table with everyone?
So what you would do is you basically
it's just like you have 2 cards and then you put it face down and flip it over.
So you're all given a card. Yeah,
but you would know. That's what I'm saying.
Because you look. You don't know. You don't show anyone else what you are. And basically what you'll do is you...
No, of course. But like, say when we're doing the task, that's what I'm saying. So like, say me and you go and do the task. We're sat here, we're playing with a group of people. And we're going to do the task. You want to pass it, I want to fail it.
Yeah.
And...
You're saying you'll be able to tell who you put in.
You put the card in the middle and then shuffle it. You don't just... We don't just flip out. Yeah, so it won't be like...
I was about to say, I put my card down, and then I turn it over and I'm...
Yeah.
I'm like, it was me. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Fair, but then also, so like, when you get given your roles, you have to basically close your eyes and then that will say like, okay, all villains, open your eyes. Then you kind of just look and be like, okay, so you know who your villain teammates are. And then they close their eyes and Merlin has to open his eyes and then it'll be like, okay, the villains, put your thumb up. Then Merlin can see who the villains are.
Right.
And then...
But he can't say anything.
And
there's so many games like this these days now.
Yeah, it's actually quite fun though.
Yeah, I like games like that, man. Yeah. Ever since like Town of Salem, like those kind of games have always sounded interesting.
Did you lot never play like Werewolf or what was the other one?
Murder,
the big
like
one.
Wink Murder.
No. There was a big one that was like, what was it called? Mafia.
Oh yeah. I played Mafia.
Mafia rings a bell, yeah.
Yeah, so it's literally like, I feel like that's the OG because that was the one. It was the one where you play around in what's the word? Like just in a party, you might say, let's play Mafia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would put out the cards.
I fully can't remember how it goes though. I haven't played it in years. But
it's literally like that where you would get your cards and you'd usually play with like a regular deck of cards.
Yeah.
And depending on whatever cards you get, you are whatever role.
Okay.
So you have like the cop, the doctor, and then regular town, and then Mafia.
I play
and obviously the cop at night can say checks one person to see if they're Mafia.
Yeah.
And there's like a one person who's like sort of setting the scene, telling the story, moderating the game. And yeah, I mean, I remember when I first started seeing people playing that, and I was like, this game's fun. and then I saw werewolf, which added like more roles to it.
Yeah.
And then obviously like this is like a spin on that as well, which is, you know, it's all interesting stuff. And yeah, since Town of Salem, it's been a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played Mafia back in uni. That was a uni game that I played Mafia.
Was Mafia a board game or like an online?
No, it was in person.
Okay, yeah, because I thought I remember so it's a board game. A board game was just like a deck of cards then or something.
It was just like a game that had rules, and it was based on and you would use a deck of cards. I think they came out with a specific deck of cards for the game afterwards.
Okay, because it rings a bell, but I think I played it.
With just a normal deck of cards. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, similar to that then. But yeah, it was fun. It was a cool, good time. I enjoyed that. And then I went to see fireworks last week. They had a free fireworks showing in Castleberry Park, Watford.
Oh, shame. Okay.
It was actually quite good for a free show, and like it was pretty decent. But yeah, that's pretty much my 2 weeks.
What about you, Cam?
What have I done? Not much. I can't think of anything. I've just been tired this past week. I've just been, I don't know, wake up in the morning like, I just want to go back to sleep. I usually wake up and I'm like, okay, cool, let me get ready for work and whatnot. I'm waking up, I'm like, just keeping my eyes closed, not wanting to get out of my bed. But yeah, I'm trying to think if I actually did anything worth speaking about, but I don't think I did. Yeah, no pub for me these 2 past weeks. Yeah, not much. What about you else?
I mean, the main thing I did, I went to Milan.
Forza Milan?
Yeah, Forza Milan, for real. Yeah, went to Milan to watch an AC Milan game, which was, that was definitely something. The whole Milan trip was definitely something. There was like, a lot happened for like such a short period of time. Like it was a considerable amount of stuff that we did and we saw and stuff. But yeah, we went to a Milan game, AC Milan versus Udinese, and AC Milan lost 1-0 to Udinese, gave Udinese their first win of the season. So we're cursed, clearly. We in the San Siro, like, AC Milan losing 1-0 to a team with 0 wins.
There's no one.
Just because we were there, I'm sure.
That is embarrassing.
Literally. Should have started that chant while we were there.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, rush.
We were sat right behind the ultras as well.
Yeah.
Like, we were
long day.
they wouldn't have understood. They don't speak English. You hope.
Yeah, that one who's like, wait a minute. And then tells everyone else what you're saying.
But yeah, it was crazy, like just being in the San Siro, obviously stadium that I've seen my entire life on like TV and stuff. The place where, you know, so many all-time great players played, like Kaká,
Dida,
Beckham, Dida,
Ronaldinho.
Seedorf, Ronaldinho, like so many ballers played for AC Milan growing up. Like it's just too much. And now Rafael Leao and Giroud stinking up the gaff, but stinking up the joint. But yeah, it was still like an absolute crazy experience to like just see the stadium and get to be there and whatnot. I got a scarf as well because I was like, I need to get something to commemorate this thing. And just the atmosphere is so different to like a UK football match, which is. Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, UK's too health and safety conscious, man. Get rid of the health and safety. Let people bring flares into the stadium. It's too cold. Like when you see people just letting off the flares and then just smoke and the red light and everything, it's so gangster. Like, and the UK, you would never get that into the stadium in the UK. Never.
Yeah, that's true. I think you get occasionally, but it's very rare that you can actually get something. Like you wouldn't get into any of the big stadiums anyway. Like Arsenal, no. United, them ones, you don't get into there.
Nah, probably like some league
like Crystal Palace or something. You might get one into, but
and then it was just gas like with the obviously drumming as well because that's something we don't do in the UK either. Like
Arsenal do that now
with the drums.
They got drummers, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ashburton Army. They come down to the stadium with flares and stuff, and they're doing the drums the whole walk down, and then throughout the game they're just there drumming the whole game.
Crazy. I want to join. That's jokes. Back in my days there was no drums in UK football. But yeah,
it's definitely probably not to the same level though. I would say that.
Yeah, of course
not to the same level, but they're trying now.
Yeah, But yeah, they were going crazy with the drums and like with the songs and stuff. Like, yeah, they were singing their heart out. Like, and it was wild because there was a bunch of people. Like I said, we were right above the ultras, so we were just watching them, and there was a good portion of them that didn't watch a single second of the game. They would just turn around, like leading the songs to the rest of the crowd. Like,
you say ultras. What is that?
It's football lingo, but it's like the die-hard fans.
Oh, okay.
Like the ones that will go and scrap.
The hooligans.
Yeah, basically the hooligans.
Like, have you seen Green Street before?
No.
Well,
you see in Eurotrip. Sorry.
Yeah.
You see in Eurotrip when they get on the bus and the Man United fans. Yeah, basically those
okay, cool.
But yeah, there was like one guy, it was chapping, it was raining and it was freezing cold, and one guy had his top off, didn't watch a single second of the game. Man was just like in the crowd, just bouncing up and down, like jumping, like clapping his hands, like, come on. I don't speak Italian, but I could only guess. He's like, come on.
He's playing his part. He knows what he needs to do to
like, just bouncing.
make them win, except they didn't win.
But I said they didn't win, and I don't think he knows why.
Who scored? Who's going to score the game?
Exactly. He's going home like, all right, lads, what was the score? Like, we win. Like, no, we didn't. But yeah, it was like gas. I was saying to my friend, I was like, yeah, these people, like, it's like going to a club, but it's not. It's literally like, I'm here to sing, I'm here to dance, I'm here to jump up and down. Like, the football is a sideshow to that. Like, I'm here to like just go crazy. But yeah, I can't remember any of the chants because they were all in Italian, obviously. But the chants they were sick. It was ringing off around the stadium. Like, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. People were smoking up in the stadium as well.
Oh, mad.
Like, yeah, like
cigarettes as well, not even vapes or anything. Like,
cigarettes.
Damn.
And a friend of mine had a cigar. Was
wow.
puffing away on a cigar. I was like, I was dying. I was like, next to him, dying. I was like, bro, like, come on, man. But yeah, it's a totally different vibe to the English game. The English game is more entertaining, I will say that.
Yeah.
They were playing proper boring Italian football, I can't lie. Both teams.
Yeah, Italian football's slow, isn't it?
Just like slow build up, work it around a little bit, like no risks, no like anything. The only person on the pitch that was allowed to take risks was Rafael Leao, and he did nothing. Like, he was so bad. But yeah, definitely, I need to like do more of these. Like, obviously our friends, they went and saw PSG when Messi was there last season. Yeah. And I missed that one, but I'm fully involved to doing the rest of them now. Like, we're planning to do Madrid, planning to do Munich, Dortmund. Like, we're gonna go around. Yeah, Inter Miami's on the cards as well, apparently. LA Galaxy is on the cards as well.
Oh my God.
Saudi Arabia, the team that I can't remember the team, but the team that Ronaldo was playing for. People were saying they want to go.
He's Al
Nassr?
I think it's Al Nassr, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I might miss that one. I might miss that one. To be fair, I'll miss the American. Well, it's not just for Ronaldo. He plays with who else plays in that team? There's a couple of people that play with him.
There's, I think, because loads of the teams now have all the big players. So like Benzema's out. I think out at Etihad, Benzema's at, and like Kante and Neymar maybe even was there. And
yeah, like loads. Like, you see how about 10 years ago, all the Wash players, like David Beckham, he went to LA Galaxy.
Yeah.
Now they're all going Saudi. So there's like Ronaldo's probably the biggest name for sure, but there's a bunch of like former Premier League players, La Liga players, etc.
Okay.
Over in Saudi Arabia, balling out.
Yeah, like if you get like a game of like Al Nassr and Al Etihad, which is basically they're probably the two biggest teams at the moment, then it'll be like you'll be seeing Ronaldo, Benzema, Kante, like a lot of players who were really good a few years ago.
Yeah. So yeah, but I was like, yeah, I'm not.
You're not trying to go to America?
I'm not trying, not for America for a football game. Inter Miami tickets are probably crazy right now.
Yeah.
Like, the way Messi's boosted that whole like shit.
That's a new club, isn't it?
Yeah, like
Beckham made it the other day.
Yeah, Beckham made it the other day. They have Messi now. Like, it's crazy. All the celebs are just going there. Yeah, like, it's insane.
Got a nice kit though.
Yeah, and also the atmosphere is probably shocking.
Yeah, defense. Defense.
You got to bring a bit of the UK down there.
What was it when England were playing USA in the World Cup, and like there were like clips of like American football chants going around. It was like fight and win. Like it's horrible. Like American football chants are horrible.
Yeah.
Our team are better than yours. Yeah. Yeah. If I'm going to like Miami, I want to see Miami Heat. I want to go see Jimmy Butler. And
Yeah.
Like if I'm going LA, I'm seeing the Lakers. I'm not seeing LA Galaxy.
LA Night.
You could do both. Spend all your money.
It's all my peas. And plus,
LA is horrible though. I will say. Like, I've been to LA, and LA was a dive. It was no offense to Americans, but LA was so bad. It was so bad. Like, yeah, I wouldn't want to go there.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Plus, yeah, like going to Europe is one thing. Like the ticket to Milan was £55, like the return ticket.
Yeah.
The return ticket to Miami is going to be like
£700.
£700 minimum. Like, and then the game is going to be more expensive. Also, like the ticket for the game was 27 euros. I want to say
That's crazy.
It's minor.
It's cheap.
The ticket to the Inter Miami game is going to be like $150.
Yeah.
So like it's just I don't like football that much. Let's just say that much. I don't like football that much. But yeah, if we're doing like Madrid or we're doing Munich or we're doing Dortmund or we're doing Ajax, even though they're woeful right now.
Yeah, this season they're bad.
Or like a Porto, or like people were saying even going to Turkey doing a Galatasaray. Like there's so many like teams that we could go see. Yeah, people are saying we should take a trip up to Manchester though to see City play because we're a curse.
Break the curse.
We're going to try and get them to lose. Like go watch them play like Sheffield United.
Yeah,
and hope that they and be like, all right, cool. Sheffield United are gonna win. City gonna drop 3 points because we're a curse. But yeah. But yeah, that was basically the highlight of my time. Other than that, I've just been working, chilling, and that. Yeah, I think that's basically it. So yeah, why not? Let's get into our first song, and then we're gonna come back and discuss some bits and pieces. So our first song is gonna be "Panic at the Disco." I write sins, not tragedies. I am joking. It's not. Gonna be
I was about to say.
I was
like, we did not agree on that one.
Closing the goddamn door, love. Come on.
Just curveball it for fun, just for fun.
Do you know what?
Some of the people might just got excited. They're like, "This isn't a while. Give it to me."
Do you know what? There's some people that I can think of that listen to our show that probably used to listen to that back in the day. So,
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, do you know? It's a good song. It's a decent song.
Don't like the video.
You don't like the video?
Nah, man.
Damn.
Make me uncomfortable.
Really?
With all their face paint and their eyes painting on their eyelids. It's weird. Or at least looks weird. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Damn, you're sensitive.
Nah, man.
Right, so I'm just trying to pick. We got 3 songs here. Let's see. Which one is... Do you know what? Alright, we're trying to be hype today. Let's get hype up. Let's start off with Chase and Status. Chase and Status. Damn. Sorry. Yeah, Chase and Status featuring Stefflon on this one, Selecta. Hang tight to people who know the sample and where the sample's from as well.
Circle the block. Come through in all block. Say them better than we won't know them love chat. Them a wear frock, we a pass off the top. We a set trend, them a take box. No, we no big friend, we no do that. That's them of all time, if you know that. If you this way, you must get slapped. Selecta. All the Selecta for play a duff cut. Cause a boy body drop, we full of tough cut. Tell the Selecta become a duff cut. Tell the Selecta, boy just cut. All the Selecta for play a duff cut. Cause a boy body drop, we full of tough cut. Tell the Selecta become a duff cut. Tell the Selecta, boy just cut.
And we are back. That one, shout out to Chase and Status, shout out to Stefflon Don. That one was entitled Selecta.
The focus.
Right then, so what we are going to do for our focus this episode is Christmas is coming soon.
Christmas is coming.
It's about mid-December, even though 2 out of 3 of us don't really celebrate Christmas, but hey ho. It's mid-December.
Mid-November.
So, all right,
I was so confused. I thought you were saying Christmas was in mid-December, and I was like, that's wrong. It's at the end of December.
Yeah, it is mid-November right now as we speak. So companies are starting to get their Christmas ads out.
We still got Thanksgiving to go. I don't even know why they're. I'm joking.
We still got.
I'm joking.
We speaking French.
Speaking American.
Got Black Friday.
Got Black Friday to go. That's also American, but
it's crazy. Black Friday means nothing to me this year because I have nothing I want.
You want to buy. The thing is, I have nothing I want to buy either. I need to upgrade my phone or my phone contracts because. My contract's come to an end, and because the contract's coming to an end, my deal is coming to an end, which means the price is going to get jacked up. So I need to find a new SIM-only contract. So I'm waiting for Black Friday to do that, I think. But then, other than that, there's nothing I really need. But if I see a good deal, boy, I could definitely get finessed into spending some money I wasn't planning on spending.
That's the worst thing about Black Friday. It's like, I don't need anything, but ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nah, Black Friday is only ever a thing when I need something. Like literally past 3 years, I got my tablet, got my phone, got I don't know what else, but yeah, I'll literally beginning of the year, I'm like, okay, what do I need this year?
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay, cool. Can I wait till Black Friday? Yes, then I'll do that.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't need a tablet, but it'd be nice to get a new tablet. But I don't need a tablet. Again, same thing. I don't need a new phone, but it'd be nice to have a new phone. But
I'm eyeing up phone deals.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I could just do, it depends on, when I look for the upgrade, it depends on what I see. So I'm going in with the idea that I'm going to get a SIM-only one. But if I see a decent upgrade for the phone as well, I might do it. But phone, yeah, it's just a bump. It just feels like a bump.
They're so expensive. But the Pixel 8 isn't that much. It's expensive still, but in comparison to the Samsungs and iPhones, it's not as much. So if I see a good Pixel deal, I doubt it because it just came out, but I have to go for a Pixel.
Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna keep an eye out. I do want to get I've wanted a rice cooker for the longest time because I'm lazy, but I don't really need one. It's not that big of a deal, so. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I say all that to say it is mid-November and companies have started to release their Christmas adverts and some of them have had some controversy. So the first one we're going to talk about is the John Lewis one. We haven't actually seen it yet, so we're going to do a live reaction. This is Bez's idea, by the way, to do a live reaction to the John Lewis advert. All I know is that people said it was scary. Which isn't too bad to me because it was just Halloween the other day. Yeah. So let's keep the kind of scary vibes going.
No, but Christmas is not supposed to be scary.
I feel like The Grinch is a scary movie for some children.
Sure, but that's not the vibe. I'm sure that's not the vibe they want. Grinch is the opposite of Christmas.
I feel like Ebenezer Scrooge is quite scary in some of
that's another opposite to Christmas too.
That is true.
But it's just scary vibes, no?
But these men hate Christmas.
Yeah, these guys are the opposite of what Christmas stands for.
Yeah, maybe this John Lewis advert is maybe John Lewis is saying this year, forget Christmas. Come spend your money in John Lewis, but forget Christmas. Bar humbug.
Yeah, true.
Right, but yeah, let's have a look and see if this is actually scary and what it's saying. I'm going to turn the volume down because you shouldn't need to hear it too much.
I don't know how
shaking in my boots.
Yeah, I don't know how a Christmas advert's going to be scary.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So we see a man in a field. He looks to be in some village somewhere. Yeah. And on a farm.
It's already scary.
England is scary, isn't it? Look at the trees, look at the sky.
It's great. Horrible, isn't it? All right, there's a little goat. There's a little goat. You say but they're going to cook him. Literally, he's bringing him home.
That's probably the scary bit.
There's a little goat
lamb.
and he's eating a little lamb, and they're bringing him home. He's walking him into the house. He's going in the pot. He's tonight's stew. That's insane.
No, it's just a pet goat now.
He's going in the curry.
Nah, he can't just
he can't kill the goat now.
He's going in the
this
curry.
This man's not heartless.
How could you be so heartless?
Oh, look at it.
It's a dog. It's a pet dog.
He's going in the curry.
I mean, I can see if it goes in the curry, you can see how it's scary though, because it's like man just lobbed him up, dance with him.
That's not scary. That's not scary though.
It's scary how people can be so
Cruel.
Yeah.
How can you be so cruel?
How could you be so heartless?
All right, he's fully treating it like a dog.
Yeah.
He's like putting
the dog.
Little collar on it.
That makes it even worse when he cooks him. Like, dog, this was your
This is your dog.
Yeah, dog, this was your dog.
He's gonna have that dog in him.
I think he's blind. I think this is what they're saying. I think he thinks it's a dog.
Doesn't look
Nah, he can't be blind.
I know he's wearing glasses and everything.
And
he's moving around the house with
he
no
walked
stick.
home with a goat in his arms.
But the way he was trying to put the leash on it and then was confused. Yeah, look, he thinks it's a dog. Yes, he's blind.
Okay.
There we go.
He's not blind.
He's not blind. He's just
delusional.
He's using it to
Poor
replace his
eyesight.
dog, I think.
No, he thinks it's a dog.
He probably has poor
Because
eyesight.
he tried to put the leash on it and it didn't fit his neck. And then he
Yeah.
tried to play fetch with it and he didn't know what was going on. So, and then I think he thinks, I think Cam's right. It's poor eyesight. He thinks it's a dog. We're not seeing what's scary so far, though.
It's more sad than scary.
Yeah.
Lord.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
What is this
That's
advert?
wild.
Okay.
So the candle just got knocked over by the goat, and now his house is catching fire. He's the one getting cooked, not the goat.
This is hilarious, though.
This is tragic.
Why is the face he's making is...
He said, "Help me, fire."
Fire.
Oh, okay, I get it. He's meant to have Alzheimer's.
Makes sense.
I'm looking at the comments.
And that's why he couldn't tell it was a dog.
Not a dog.
Not
a
a
goat.
dog.
Not a
it was
dog.
goat. Oh, no.
Leave the
Oh,
door
no.
open. Open the door.
Yeah.
Open the door. Let the smoke go out.
Open the
And she'll close
goddamn
that
door knob. Dad! 15 days later.
Goat
Christmas
made it
Eve.
back. It's a different goat.
Now this goat's gonna get cooked.
Nah, he's made it. He's in a care home. She's bringing the goat to come and see him again.
This is not a John Lewis advert. Someone clickbaited us
Why'd you say that?
because I'm reading the comments. This is still crazy, but yeah. What?
We just got done.
Yeah,
we got done.
clickbaited.
Rick rolled.
The thing
We're
is,
gonna give you up.
the thing is, it's got 311,000 views. So I thought, and it was uploaded 9
Yeah.
days ago. So I thought it was legit. But no, this is something that someone made themselves and then just titled it John Lewis.
So this is not the one that we were supposed to be watching.
No.
You got a bonus Christmas advert.
All right, let me see if I can find the actual one. We'll finish this one, but let me see if I can find the actual one. Closing the goddamn door now. Okay, yeah, but this is about so someone made an advert, a Christmassy advert about Alzheimer's. It's about 5 minutes long. I'm glad to see you survived the fire.
Yeah.
I can't hear what they're saying.
He's saying, and she's just basically saying that she can't look after him. She's not happy to have him at
Sad,
home.
man.
Needs to put him in a home basically, and he's like, "What's
Oh,
happened
damn.
to Maxwell?"
What happens to Maxwell, the
Yeah,
goat?
The goat. Yeah.
He thinks the goat's his dog. As a Christmas, for many people, care and support are the most cherished gifts. With your purchase of the charity single One Moment More, you support dementia research and provide assistance to those who need it. Find the links in the description to participate in something special this holiday season. So yeah, this is a dementia awareness thing, and they clickbaited it to
Man
get
and
more
Lamb.
views. The Man and the Lamb. I mean, yeah, that had a good message. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Like, living with people who suffer from things like dementia and Alzheimer's and things of that nature is incredibly, incredibly difficult. Well, I can imagine. I've never actually done it, but I can only imagine. So yeah, definitely a noble cause there. I'm not too keen on being clickbaited. The title of the video is literally John Lewis Christmas Advert 2023.
I'm surprised they're even allowed to like. How can that run?
311k views 9 days ago. I proper thought I was.
This is where like they need to bring dislikes and dislikes back. Because if it was obviously the message and stuff behind it is nice, but then
you can't
you can't clickbait people like that. So I feel like people will dislike it. So you'll be able to tell real quick. But then I guess the controversy behind the actual video might have dislikes anyway. So
I mean, to be fair, a lot of the comments are like, "Oh, I thought this was a John Lewis advert," but it's literally like, "Oh, I clicked this because I thought it was a John Lewis advert," but my mum had out saying, like, "Oh, but this is an incredible message." Blah, blah, blah. So I feel like it is clickbaity, but at least
for a good cause.
Yeah, at least it's not someone like clickbaiting and he's like trying to just boost his bullshit gaming channel or something. Like look at this Street Fighter 6 combo, bro. Like, no, get out of here.
They actually put effort into making an actual Christmas video as well with it.
It was a Christmas video. It's just not John Lewis related. All right, I found a video for John Lewis now. Let's play it. This has 1.4 million views from 1 day ago on the official John Lewis channel. Okay. So if this isn't real, then boy.
We don't know what it is.
Grow your own perfect Christmas tree. Fast growing.
Oh, I see.
So the boy's got a seed. Planting it in a pot. So watching it grow.
Just going to check on it every chance he gets.
That is not a Christmas tree.
Oh. Audrey 2.
It's a Venus flytrap.
It's Little Shop of Horrors.
Is it?
Well, it's a Venus flytrap, but it reminds me of like because of the musical, the song playing and stuff.
Right. I get what people are saying. This is extremely unsettling.
This is unhinged. Why did? But take it out of the house.
I know, right? Like,
oh my word!
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Bro, that should have been out of the house time ago.
It's almost Christmas.
And the kid is gutted that his Venus flytrap has been dragged out and they replaced it with an actual Christmas tree. Even though the Venus flytrap was trying to yam everything in the house. No, he doesn't want that tree. He wants this tree.
Yeah. Oh.
Make it die, yes.
This is a very unsettling though, I have to say. I do get what people are saying. Oh, he's going to take his present outside.
Put it under that tree.
He's going to eat it.
Oh, he's smiling at him.
Oh.
Bring it back in.
Bro, save your child. He's going to get eaten by the tree. Oh my God. They're like, they worship
them all.
That's what I was about to say. They're like sacrificing the presents.
Just open the presents for them.
Open the presents for them. That's kind of cool.
I don't know why they would have thought this was a good idea.
This is unsettling. Very unsettling. Sounds like the Go Compare advert as well.
They did, yeah.
And what part of that is John Lewis? Apart from what, the items?
Oh, no, that's always the John Lewis advert.
Yeah, Christmas adverts always are kind of just whatever. And
what's it got to do with the actual show?
And then just
the actual thing, yeah.
Yeah, and they just put the company at the end of it. Like,
they're just like, we sell things, come buy things.
The only Christmas advert that usually has the product in it is Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, yeah.
And the rest of them are just kind of like whatever.
Yeah, just they have nothing to do. Like I think John Lewis was the first one to do it, and then like from then on, like literally they had nothing to do with the actual thing.
All right, so let me see if I can find the Marks and Spencer's one. The Marks and Spencer's one, the reason for the controversy was a bit of a techie one.
I quite like the John Lewis one personally.
I did not like that. I don't ever want to see that again.
that was not fun. I can't lie to you. All right, Marks and Spencer.
Nah, what was bad about it? You just don't like seeing the plant eat?
It was creepy.
The movement of it is
the CGI of it. It was
It just reminds me of Little Shop of Horrors. I used to love that film back when I was younger, so I like it. It's nice.
All right, little interlude. Let's play Lidl's Christmas advert as an interlude. Right, I find the Marks and Spencer one.
It's a raccoon.
It's the one from Guardians of the Galaxy. They've got their branding in there, and they had the little bag.
Yeah.
But even still, it's not really showing supermarket stuff. It's just all Christmas, children.
Raccoon.
I really don't like Christmas adverts.
They've gone to Lidl.
I don't like Christmas at all.
I mean, yeah, that too. But these adverts are not making me feel good.
Is this about Rocket?
This is what Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was like.
Yeah, literally. This is like outtakes from Guardians 3.
Oh, bringing monkey home for him.
There's so much CGI though. Like, can we just
Yeah.
get rid
They
of
got
this?
too much money, these companies.
Clearly. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not a fan of like cheap CGI, and this is just cheap CGI.
Yeah.
It's crazy though that cheap CGI looks this realistic.
Wait, yeah,
Like-
I've seen worse.
Like, I've definitely seen worse CGI out there, but it looks.
Oh, that dog looks terrible.
Yeah. But like we've gotten so accustomed to being able to get like good CGI that you can see bad CGI, and bad CGI still looks fantastic. Like if you
Yeah.
showed this to someone 10 years ago, 15 years ago, they would think,
Yeah.
they'd be like crazy.
Yeah.
It's mad. But to us and our modern eyes, we're like, the very multicultural family there as well.
I was about to comment on that too. You say very, it was one guy.
Oh well, you know how these English people do that. They're like, that's not real Christmas. Who's this black bastard sitting on the table? Oh my god! Right, straight into the Audi advert, which is more CGI.
It's a Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory type vibe.
Mince pies. Have you either you had mince pies? I've never had one.
I have,
Yeah.
yeah, on like in 2018, I had one. It was alright.
What was I saying?
I think they're horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, hate them.
I didn't hate it.
It's because it's like fruit in it. It's like
Yeah.
cranberry.
Yeah, I
and
don't know
stuff.
what's in it, but the
It's
crust
like
is
fruit.
nice, but the innards, I just think they're horrible.
Yeah, I'd never had it before, and I didn't know what it was when I was eating it.
Mm.
But then, yeah,
Because I always thought, like growing up, I always thought it was
Like
mince as in
mince.
beef,
Actual
Yeah,
mince,
beef,
same.
yeah.
beef. And then I must have saw them on a menu or something at one time, and it was like mince pie vegetarian. I was like, how? So then I googled it, and I was like, oh, it's fruit inside. So it's minced fruits.
yeah.
And I think it's like but I feel like it's Christmassy fruit, so like cranberries and
Yeah.
something like that. And I'm like, okay, that could be.
It just reminded me of like an apple pie, but not as good.
Fairs.
That's I mean that's why I like the crust because it's the same as apple pie basically,
Yeah.
but the insides just I think are horrible.
So this Audi advert is just full CGI vegetables.
Mm.
Okay.
Personally, I don't really like much Christmas food though. I don't like Brussels sprouts, although they're like I feel like they're only around during Christmas time. Don't like fruit cakes and things like that either. Like not a huge fan of things like that.
Let me think. Is there any Christmas food that I've like?
Yorkshire puddings, or I think they're like all year round roasts, but
Right. This is the M&S Christmas food advert. I can't find the advert that was causing controversy. I don't think this is it.
Oh, I'm just, seeing these adverts back to back to back to back is just making me realize that I really, really, really don't like Christmas adverts at all.
what about the Coca-Cola one? Classic polar bear or the
truck.
the truck? Yeah, the Santa
They
Claus.
all make me feel sad.
Sad?
Yes,
That's the opposite of what it meant to do.
I know, but they all make me feel sad.
I'm seeing like videos of people talking about the advert, but I can't find the advert. I feel like they must have taken it down.
Is that Ryan Reynolds?
Might be.
It sounds like him. That woman's someone famous as well. She used to do quite a lot back in the day.
Yeah, they splash a lot of money on these Christmas ads. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna see if I can find the advert on Instagram, on Twitter even. M&S Christmas.
Christmas food.
Because basically, so the backlash for the John Lewis one was that it was scary,
Mm.
and the backlash for the Marks and Spencer one was that it was promoting, like it was very anti-Christmas. So people were like, how could you be anti-Christmas? There was two levels of backlash. One was,
I wonder if I like this one then.
Yeah, you might like that one. It make me feel happy.
yeah, so people are saying it's a culture war. You're trying to take away British values. I
I swear this happens every single year.
Every single
we talked about
year.
last year. It was Sainsbury's one or something.
It
Or like
was-
Christmas or
I
I think it was
think it was-
2021.
Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago.
Was it a Christmas advert or just an advert?
I think
I
it was
think
a
it was
Christmas
Christmas
advert.
advert. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a black family.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people were like, well, that's not a British family.
Yeah.
There's no darkies in Britain. Like, yeah. Right, here we go. Right, hold on.
Here we go.
This is a culture war.
People are so interesting.
People are weird, man.
I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, she comes down. She's trying to decorate her snowman.
I think have I seen it? The Ted Lasso lady.
Yeah, she's trying to decorate her snowman, but she's struggling. This guy's trying to top the Christmas tree. He chooses the wrong thing, and the Christmas tree looks a bit wonky. They're playing charades.
Again, they put a lot of money into this advert.
Yeah, loads of celebrities. Charades, but she's trying to do the gingerbread house. Oh damn! She's setting like her invitations. She's it's very like. Okay,
Is that Monopoly?
Nah, it's just a board game. It's a miscellaneous board game. Okay, yeah, it's very much like screw all this bullshit. Like all this extra stuff.
I feel like this is fine.
Yeah, you would like it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's like Christmas. Do Christmas how you want to do.
Yeah, it's like
Christmas.
there's no like.
Love Thismas.
Yeah, as in that there's no hard and fast rule on how you should do Christmas. Like everyone's all, and then this is the John Lewis one again, I think. But yeah, everyone's always trying to, like everyone's trying to force it and do like the stereotypical like, oh, we got to have the most beautiful Christmas tree and the most beautiful decorations and invitations to have dinner and play all these board games, blah blah blah. And I think this advert is basically saying, if you don't want to do that, don't do that.
Yeah, it's literally saying, just do Christmas how you want to do Christmas.
Do it. Just enjoy it how you want to enjoy it. Go on, Bez.
People are so annoying. Like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with celebrating Christmas?
Damn, I thought you were about to say, nah, fuck all that noise. We need
no.
traditional white Christmas.
I don't do. I have a tree. That's about it. Like, celebrate Christmas how you want, man. It's your holiday. It's a made up holiday anyway. It's the birth of Jesus, if that's what you want to put it down to, and then Christmas should be everyone going to church to pray to Jesus.
So you don't see it as a culture war and that they're trying to take away British values, British culture?
No, because I feel like it's more American, that Christmas sort of thing anyway. Like the whole big fancy lights and decorating your whole house and all this kind of, I feel like that's very American.
You're not wrong. I would say you're not.
That's all the holidays though. Like America do all the holidays massive.
Yeah, exactly.
And then now we're trying to. Not we, because I'm not a part of it, but everyone in this country trying to follow.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just doesn't.
All right, so let's read some tweets related to it then. I think, obviously, we're all kind of unanimous on this, that people should just do Christmas how they want to do it.
Yeah,
like, me and Cam, we don't really celebrate the Christmas as in, like, the birth of Jesus Christ or anything like that or whatever.
Yeah,
we don't have a tree, we don't have a decoration, we don't do presents, whatever. But we always do a family dinner on the day. And that's our Christmas. And we spend the day together and we'll probably play some board games and blah, blah, blah. And
just have a good time.
Yeah. We'll send out a couple text messages. Like whenever someone texts me Merry Christmas, I'll say Merry Christmas back. Listen to some grime clashes if people want to send war dubs and that. Because that happens all the time. Like there's like, I cannot tell you how many years it's been Christmas Day and I go on Twitter and someone's dropped a war dub for someone and I'm like, are you not at home with your family?
Committed to the thing.
The thing that's hilarious about it is that people don't drop war dubs the rest of the year. Like no one like during normal time is dropping war dubs. It's just you go on your phone on Christmas Day and it's .rotten sends for Wiley.
Nah, why? It needs to get out before the end of the year, bro.
You remember that, innit?
Yeah.
Like that was literally Christmas Day that started, and then there was a whole long thing. .rotten sent for Wiley. Wiley sent for JK. JK sent for Wiley, and then that all led to the Wiley Stormzy stuff somehow down the line.
They need to get it off their chest before the end of the year.
And Capo Lee and So Large, that was all Christmas. Wiley and Lethal Bizzle back in the day. No, Wiley and Bashy back in the day. He was like, on Christmas Day, you could suck your mum. Like, why? Like, and I don't.
That's how they want to celebrate Christmas. That's Thismas.
He was like, I even care what day it is. Like, I even care. You can suck your mum. Like, raw. Like,
What's she doing?
That's what I'm saying. Like, she's just trying to enjoy her holiday, and you're like ranting and raving about how her son can suck her out. Like, that's crazy. Right, but I say all that to say, let's read some of these tweets since I went on Twitter to look for it. So the first one I mentioned already. Someone said it's a culture war. They're anti-British values. Right. Someone tweeted the new Marks and Spencer Christmas advert, and then just tweeted a still of a Christmas tree on fire. I think he's trying to make a point there. Alright.
Burn Christmas.
Because like these things don't make Christmas what it is.
By the way, they pulled this advert as well. They replaced it with the one that we watched a minute ago.
Which
With the Ryan Reynolds sounding guy and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That's mad.
I think that they shouldn't. These people need to stand their ground. lose whatever, but stand up for what you believe in at least, man.
Based on their TV ad, I'll be buying nothing from Marks and Spencer's this Christmas.
That's what I'm saying. Like, stand your ground. Who cares?
I guess the thing is though, if they're gonna say like, oh, you can't do this for Christmas, or they're not saying you can't do anything, they're saying do what you want. But then if they're like burning Christmas trees and stuff, and then people will be like, oh, I'm not gonna buy my decorations from them. They don't believe in Christmas. They don't believe me decorating my. But that's not what they're saying. They're just saying do what you want. Yeah.
Like the point is not to. They're not. I feel like they're not even speaking to the people who are gonna buy decorations anyways. Like, okay, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
But all you people who are gonna do that anyways, but don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Here you go. You can.
It's literally saying you don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Like, so like even me, if I was someone that was celebrating Christmas, like in this flat, like, and it like, we would have to go the full 9 yards and get the tree, the decorations, blah 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 blah, blah all of that. And this Marks and Spencer's advert is basically saying you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
If you want to do something, like you can have a Christmas event and not have all of that.
Yeah.
It's just. The spirit of the holiday is more than just all the decorations and the board games and etc. Like some people go to restaurants on Christmas Day. That's very anti-traditional, but it's very valid at the same time. If you don't feel like slaving away in the kitchen all day to make a turkey, then don't. Like it's, I don't know. I don't know how people are so up in arms.
And it doesn't have to, like, you see the advert, it doesn't have to affect you. Like, you can literally see the advert and be like, okay, cool. I mean, that's not for me, but I'm going to go and gonna do my thing anyways.
That's why people just have to be offended now, don't they?
Famous UK chain store Marks & Spencer must have the most anti-Christmas commercial I've ever seen. Its 2023 Christmas advert is as far from Christmas as heaven is wide, and I'm an agnostic. This is killing the spirit of Christmas. M&S or S&M.
Imagine saying I'm an agnostic, like that affects whether you celebrate Christmas or not. Like everyone doesn't just celebrate Christmas no matter what religion they are.
To be fair, GB News, wastemen to begin with, but GB News tweeted out, on Mark Dolan tonight, Mark is asking, are Marks and Spencer's right to scrap the word Christmas from their advert? And, oh no, hold on, this is saying something completely different. I thought it was a poll asking if they were right to scrap the advert full stop, but it's saying scrap the word Christmas from the advert. And everyone said no. 93% out of 3,000 votes, 93% said no.
Oh my God.
They should said, top comment is, Marks and Spencer should stop being so damned woke, in all caps. Oh my God.
I don't know, man.
It doesn't make any sense. It's like, if I
just enjoy things how you want to enjoy them. Like if someone says I'm going to do it differently, you don't have to take offense to that.
Yeah, like if I said to someone, "Oh, I'm not going to get decorations this year for Christmas," does that mean I'm being woke and they're going to cancel me for it? Like,
and it's not even like they're saying, "Hey, everyone, stop doing this."
Yeah,
they're saying you don't have to just do it how you want to do it.
Yeah, if you want to
don't
go
feel
the
the
full 9
pressure
yards
to do all that.
Do
you
it.
don't have to. Which, yeah.
Like, well, people need to stop policing what people do, because that's basically like no one should be forced to do anything for Christmas. Like, it's weird that they're trying to say cancel Marks and Spencer's for it, and they actually pulled the advert. They shouldn't have pulled the advert. They should have kept it going.
But they're always gonna. It's so annoying that but
it's
they're always
stupid.
gonna do it.
But they had to pull another advert too as well, because they in a similar vein, they were burning paper hats, and it had the colours that were similar to the Palestinian flag. So they pulled the advert because people were like, "Yo, that looks like you're burning the Palestine flag in the fire," and they were like, "That was not our intention, but we're gonna take it down anyway."
That's fair enough, though. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's fair enough.
And it could have been their intention. It could have been they're like trying to subtly say it, and people picked up on it, and they're like, "Oh God, they picked up on it. Scrap it."
If this gets enough backlash, then maybe we have to take it down. Yeah, they picked up on it. Yeah.
No, I reckon the advert was filmed ages ago, but like just because of everything that's happening, like by all means you have to take it down. So basically, it's just not been a good couple of weeks for Marks and Spencers. I would say this one about anti-Christmas, or not that people are calling anti-Christmas. Sorry, I would say this one was fine. I think you just got to go with it.
I think so many Christmas adverts don't even have anything to do with Christmas. Like a lot of the time as well. Like the Coca-Cola one and stuff, they just show a polar bear or drinking a bottle of Coke or a truck
Going through the snow.
Yeah, like.
And it doesn't even snow here.
Literally.
It literally doesn't even snow here.
Have you ever seen a white Christmas? I think we had like one in our lifetime.
We did have one. I remember one.
Yeah, I remember one. A good like 20, maybe 15, 20 years ago.
I was in secondary school when I had that rave. Yeah, so it was a good while ago.
So yeah, but it doesn't even snow here. That's something about it's just American.
We went. You must remember because we went and played Pez afterwards on Boxing Day. We went with T to one of his friends' house and we played Pez.
I remember that. I don't remember it snowing on Christmas though.
It was snowing. It had snowed on the Christmas and had settled, and Boxing Day the snow was still there.
Okay, I mean I don't remember.
And then that's why when we had to walk through the snow together.
Yeah, I remember playing Pez. I don't remember anything else.
There was a lot of snow. But anyway, notice how Marks and Spencer's and John Lewis's ads both aim towards less traditional Christmases. It's kind of like they're trying to inspire people to change for some reason. Why? People were just like. So, because John Lewis's one was kind of on the same vein of like you don't have to have a traditional tree. You just have the tree that you love, and the tree that you love is a haunted Venus flytrap
with multiple heads, a Hydra Venus flytrap.
That tree was horrible,
disgusting, man.
That was great. My Christmas advert, 10 out of 10.
People were saying that they're boycotting Marks and Spencers because it's an attack. This M&S ad is an attack on British culture on the major Christian festival of the year.
What?
There are, of course, no white males in this crude propaganda, apart from an effigy of Father Christmas, who is smacked away with a baseball bat.
Is that even true? What they said about.
No white males.
No. The first thing they said. What did they say?
It's an attack on British culture.
The Christian thing.
On the major Christian festival of the year.
Yeah.
No?
I mean, like, but I feel like all these things that they're attacking is not the Christian
have nothing to do with
Christianity.
You're not wrong. But it is the major Christian holiday of the year.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't think that's up for debate.
Yeah.
And then there are no white males. I think that's true as well. I think the only man is kind of Asian, if I remember him rightly. And he was the one that was putting the thing on the top of the tree.
The board behind his head.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I need to care less about what these people say.
Like people need to stop being so offended by everything. Like there's nothing offensive about the advert at all.
It's so calm.
It's because like. Adverts are obviously meant to draw people into buying things for like these specific kind of adverts for stores. They're just trying to get customers. So like,
all right, so they're trying to get customers. So here's a tweet for you. Why do the bosses at Marks and Spencer think we'll be enticed to shop in their stores by that strange TV commercial full of weirdos destroying festive decorations and setting fire to Christmas cards? When did Marks and Spencer become anti-Christmas and by extension anti-Christian? Why are nearly all mainstream legacy institutions seemingly hell-bent on destroying traditions centered around marriage and the nuclear family?
What is this?
God. What the hell? Very disturbing.
That's such a stretch, man.
Man said, "Oh, because you burn some Christmas cards, you care nothing about the nuclear family and traditions centered around marriage." That's wild.
People are taking this way too far. Like, it's literally like they've got attacked the whole Christianity
I feel
religion.
like half these people aren't Christian, man.
That's what I was gonna
Probably
say.
not. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But the way they're going on about it, because that's the thing, that Christmas isn't that Christian. Like, obviously, it's a Christian holiday, but it's for everyone, isn't it? It's not like it's...
The thing is, I don't think Christmas is for everyone. I feel like it's become this thing that people say is for everyone, but I don't.
It's just because it's a national holiday that everyone gets off. Like, no one has to go to school, no one has to work.
I don't think, and I feel like less people actually celebrate it than people realize as well. Like, I feel like I always hear of like people who are like Muslim and stuff, or like Hindu or whatever. Like my dad works for TFL, so he doesn't necessarily get Christmas off. Sometimes he will, sometimes he won't. No, well, some years he will, some years he won't. But there will be people of different faiths who will just hoover up. Like, if my dad doesn't have it off, he'll swap with a Muslim person because the Muslim person will want to work that day because it's like, this day means nothing to me.
Yeah.
And I think you get double pay or something.
And the roads are...
Well, the roads are
clear.
empty. You're not doing any. You like it's got the easiest day you'll probably ever work.
Yeah.
And then my dad because we, like I said, we don't really celebrate it, but we do have like some family time. So my dad will take it off to be with us. And it's like, yes, I feel like that's a common thing. I feel like even in like my job where I work now, I feel like there's a bunch. We're gonna have the day off, obviously, but I feel like there's a bunch of people who are like me, where it's like it's a day off. But if you told me I had to work on Christmas Day, I'd be like, okay. Like it's whatever. It's whatever.
I feel like it's something that like if you have kids and stuff, you'd get involved. Like if you like, I think they like. I'm sure when we were in school, like there was Muslim or Hindu or Sikh people who would they were on our age, they would celebrate Christmas or they would get presents and stuff.
I don't know. I feel like I remember. I never got any presents ever, but I was never the only one, and I became the only one when at our school.
Yeah.
Well, at least it felt like, I don't know. I didn't go around asking every single child, but like the people I took, obviously you, like, and the other friends that I talked to, you lot all got presents. But in primary school, I definitely wasn't the only one to get presents, and that's kind of the more fundamental stage when you're like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Definitely wasn't the only one. Like I feel like it was very like it was almost like 50-50. I feel like where it was like. And my school, to be fair, my school was quite close to Southall as well. So.
Yeah.
if that puts some context aside, if anything. But yeah, I feel like we would come back in January, and like some people were like, oh, what did you get for Christmas? I got the new the new FIFA on PlayStation 2, blah, blah, blah. And then some people were like, I didn't do anything, just chilled.
Yeah.
But yeah,
a book for Kwanzaa.
Yeah, got a book for Kwanzaa, got a science kit for Kwanzaa. What was I going to say?
But there's the thing, I guess, though, people would celebrate it because it's a day when everyone's home, sort of thing. If you're not working, obviously, then
yeah, I'm sure people do something.
Like that's what I'm saying. I'm sure people do something. Like we do something, but it's not.
You're not celebrating Christmas, but yeah, we
just have the day.
You're having the day for something, yeah.
And there's like the thing about Christmas is that literally nothing is open. There's no public transport. Like you're basically forced to sit in the house and do nothing. Like everyone, like all your friends are doing Christmas or whatever. Like so you basically have no choice but to be with family and do.
Yeah.
If you want to do anything, you have to be in the house and do it with family, kind of thing. So that's why we kind of like default to like spending time together, eating and playing games or whatever, because that's basically the only thing you can do on that day. Like there's nothing else open or going on. So I feel like a lot of people probably do, like I feel like there's more people who just do that side of things than you would think, than the whole like tree, presents, blah blah blah. And I feel, like the older I've gotten, the more I've realized more people do that anyway. Like I used to think, like I said, when I was like 14, 15, I used to think it was literally, I was like, it's just me. I'm the only person in this planet that doesn't celebrate Christmas. Like me and my family, we're the only weirdos. But then as I've gotten older and I've talked to more people, and more people are just like, no, we don't really do anything. Like we just kind of, we eat, we hang out, Like, do you have a tree? No, not really. Like, do you decorate? No. Like, no. Are you Christian? Like, do you go to church? No. Like, I just say Merry Christmas and eat food. Like, that's all we kind of do. And it's like, is that really celebrating the holiday, or is that just having a day?
I feel like that's what people do when they get older, though. Like, it comes less about the presents and more about the food that everyone looks forward to.
No, but I'm saying like the kind of more whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, I know Marks and Spencer's is saying the whole thing doesn't matter, but I feel like that's part of it. No.
I mean, as I said, I'm not exactly a massive celebrator of. Obviously, we get a tree, but that's as far as it goes, and we give presents. But then we don't like go to church or anything. Yeah. We don't do loads for it. Yeah. My mum, some shops are open because I'm always having to go out and get stuff. Like, my mum will forget like Brussels sprouts or forget something for gravy and have to go out and get something.
Like, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not Tesco's. It's like the Bossman shops.
It'll be like Bossman shops or Polish shops or something. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like it's just kind of. Because even me now, like, obviously I still get presents, but it's like, cause I feel like when you get asking for what you want and stuff, it's kind of like, I'm like, I don't
socks.
Really. Yeah, like I'm happy with socks nowadays as well. It's like, I'm happy with socks and that, because I don't know what anything I need, I'd get over the year sort of thing. It's kind of like we were talking about Black Friday earlier. It's right before Christmas. I'm like, if there's anything I need, I'm gonna just pick it up then. And then Christmas comes, I'm like, I just want food.
I don't know if there's anything I need after Christmas. I'm gonna get in the Boxing
January
Day,
sales.
sales. Yeah, makes sense. But like, for me, the way I always see it anyway is that there's like kind of two ways of celebrating Christmas. There's the the Christian way, where you're like an actual like Christian. You go to church and you do like the actual Christian thing. You eat fish rather than turkey. Yeah, like you do that kind of stuff. And then there's the more kind of quote unquote secular way, which is the tree and the presents and all of that sort of stuff. But I feel like if you do neither of those things and you just kind of just enjoy the day as a day off, I don't know. I just feel like you're not celebrating Christmas. You're just having a day.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, that's the only thing. Because they're kind of like a bit like Good Friday and that. Like, we kind of do the similar thing on a Good Friday. You're not really celebrating Easter. Or like Easter Monday. You're not really celebrating Easter. Yeah. You're just enjoying the day off because you have it.
True.
But anyway, any final thoughts on Christmas adverts?
I've realised that I just don't like them, and this time of year, really, it's sad for me because my birthday's coming up, but I'm also annoyed that Christmas is coming up as well, and certain people become truly insufferable to be around.
Really? Actually, yeah.
Like, at times they'll be all, Christmas. I'm like, please chill out. It's literally. I was actually talking to some of my colleagues earlier this week, and I was like, it's one day, and they're like, nah, it's a whole month. I'm like, they're like, Christmas is near. I'm like, bro,
you get to get an advent calendar.
We've still got a whole month and more to go before Christmas Day, and people are getting gassed, and I'm like, chill out.
Something that's funny, I feel like normally they have Christmas lights and stuff all on by this point, but I don't know if it's cost of living or what, but like, no
Christmas songs. Like Christmas lights
and all that kind of
stuff. I think the Oxford Street lights are on.
Are they on?
I'm 90% sure the Oxford Street lights are on already.
Okay, I haven't been to Oxford Street yet, but like Westfield lights haven't come on yet. The tree hasn't come on. There's none in like Ruislip or anything. Like, I've been seeing around. You see the lights.
It's still
up
early
now.
days though. It's still early
but
days.
I feel like normally like Halloween ends, Christmas lights, bam, on.
Nah, I feel like there's a breathing period. I feel like they start to go on. Like, so when I say the Oxford Street lights are on, it's because I saw an article about when they were going on, and I believe they went on at like the 4th of November, something like that. 4th or 5th, I think it was. So I believe the Oxford Street lights are on. I haven't been there, but like I feel like everywhere else, I feel like that's like the first place to get them.
Yeah.
I feel like everywhere else starts to get them around the 10th, 11th, 12th, and which is what, the next few days?
Next few days, basically.
So yeah, I feel like they'll be there soon, man. They'll be there soon.
Okay, well, we'll see. I just found it interesting because I feel like normally, like, straight after Halloween they're on, but then now it seems like they're taking a bit longer. So I'm like, is it cost of living? They don't want to put the lights on yet. They're like, it's too expensive.
The Lecky bill.
Yeah.
This is for you, Cam.
Huh?
This is for you.
Why is this for me?
Because you used to love Alvin and Chipmunks.
What are we talking about?
You used to love Alvin and you were like, Alvin!
What are you talking about? He's making up nonsense.
It's true. It's here, time for toys and time for cheer. We've been.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was in primary school, I'd
did
get
like
down
Alvin
to
and
singing
Chipmunks.
these songs.
Could you like them?
What, Christmas song?
No,
you mean?
Christmas songs, not Alvin and Chipmunks.
Want a plane
Yeah.
that
Feed
leaves
the
loop.
world. That one. That was a good song.
Specifically, Feliz Navidad. I get down to something like that.
Feliz Navidad.
Because we used to sing songs in school in assemblies, so it's like
Navidad.
I'd be there, we'll all be having a good time. So the songs were related to a good time.
Yeah.
So when I think about them, if I think about
Good
back
memories.
then,
Yeah.
but then I think about the songs now, I'm just like, ugh. Like when Christmas songs are on anywhere, I'm not having a good time.
Yeah, I can't like that's one thing. I can't imagine like working in a retail shop or something because they just play
Lose your
constantly for the
mind.
whole day. Yeah, I feel
So
like that'd be-
I've worked that experience, not in retail, but I've had that experience. Honestly.
Yeah.
And because we have music playing in the
Oh,
office,
okay.
and just Christmas plays.
Painful.
And it's just like, bro, how many times are we gonna play this one Michael Bublé song? Like, how many times?
See
And
Mariah
look-
Carey coming out
Yeah,
there, coming out the ice.
like, last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. I'm like, all right, calm down, bro. I've heard this like 15 million times now. Like, all I want for Christmas.
And then it's in every advert as well.
Yeah.
is you.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm like, oh, I can't stand it. I couldn't. Like, I'll be in Sainsbury's. I'm just hearing them. I'm like, I'm done with this. There's one time I'm around the shop. I'm done with it. Like, imagine being like working in the shop and hearing it all day. I'm like, oh my god, you're so horrible.
Nah, I just
They should
need-
get paid more throughout that Christmas period, just for that
Just for-
pain,
for
for the
enjoying
torture.
that.
Mental
Yeah.
health.
Yeah, nah, for real. Like, speaking of, did you sing songs in primary school as well?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In your fake primary school?
Yeah, probably I did go
Doesn't
for it.
exist.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we had because we did it in assembly. We used to sing songs.
That's crazy. Because we were talking about this in Milan as well, and we're talking about like the different songs, and like my friend was saying a bunch of songs that I'd never even heard of in my life,
Mm.
and I was like, and they were very secular. They were just normal kind of random songs,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, no, we were singing Christian like bangers. We were singing the Christian like bangers. We were singing like he's got the whole world
Yeah.
in his hands. Like we were singing that, and we were singing like trying to remember.
We had one I used to love. It was called Chalk Machine. Do you ever seen that? We all love our chalk machine. Sick song.
This is what I'm saying. Like we were singing, like ours were all like about ethics and stuff. Like we had love is something if you give it away,
Aye.
give it away, give it away.
It rings a bell. It rings a bell. Yeah.
Like yeah, it's just like a magic penny. Hold
I don't
it
know
tight
that one.
and you won't have any. Lend it, spend it, and you'll have so many. They roll all over the floor. Sure, love is something.
Nah, I don't know that one.
Bro, I would never have remembered that if you didn't start singing
Nah.
it now. Nah.
That was a banger.
But yeah, no, I'm just singing it now. I'm like, yeah, banger.
But that's what I'm saying. It was all, like we had loads of stuff like he's got the whole world in his hands, which is very Christian.
Yeah.
And then just stuff to do with being good people, like loving something if you give it away.
Mm-hmm.
Love everyone. Like don't hold on to your love, give it away. And like there was a couple other ones, but yeah, I don't remember any of these choco trees. Like, there's nothing fun. It was all like
We had some fun ones. He's got the whole world in his hand and stuff like that as well. But we had a couple fun ones. And our
got the sun
vice
and the
principal
beam.
used to play the piano with them as well.
yeah, we had this random guy on the keys. I can't remember who it was. Some random bloke. Like, and you know them old school projectors that you used to have to put the
Yeah.
thing on the thing.
Yeah.
Put the sheets on the,
Yeah, put
on
a
the
sheet-
light
yeah.
box.
the light box. And the project- literally, like the technology we grew up with is hilarious, bro.
I remember we got smartboards in for the first time.
Oh my days! When we went to started at WLA and like the teachers were struggling with them smart
Yeah.
boards, it was hilarious. Like they're having to like tap to calibrate and all
Bro,
sorts.
that was all throughout my time at high school. It was just the smartboards never worked with the pens. Like
They
you
was-
just
yeah.
you just couldn't
They was
use the
so
pens.
bad.
You just have to use it as a second monitor. Like,
Yeah.
you can't touch the pens because they're not gonna work.
Yeah, that was wild. I can imagine nowadays. It's just crazy in there.
It's gonna be pretty like touchscreen, or just like not even touchscreen. Like you just hover over it and stuff like
just
that.
like
100% is like
Yeah,
that.
crazy. But yeah, all right. Let's get into our next song then. In fact, let's play the Coca-Cola Christmas advert for Cam, just to piss him off a bit more. This is their 2023.
Anyone
got
can be
anyone.
Santa. I feel like that's
That's
anti-Christmas.
anti-Christmas, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like Black Santa. What's
They
going
say
on?
anyone can be Santa, but then they put.
That's what I was about to say. They say anyone could be Santa, but I promise
They
you,
all
there's not
look
going to be. There's all going to be like elderly white men with some beard, with a beard,
white beard,
with a beard and a belly.
I mean, that's what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, they all look exactly the same. They skateboarding though.
Yeah, that's the difference. You can be a Santa on skateboards. They're all There's no diversity here at all. Anyone can be Santa.
Yeah, they're literally.
Isn't it the same? Aren't they all the same
It looks
face?
like the same dude.
I think it is the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more shared that they're all Santa, but they all do different stuff. So not anyone can be Santa.
No.
This guy can be Santa, but you can be
You can do
versatile in
different
what you
things.
do. Yeah. Santa can be versatile.
Why are they doing Coke Zero though? Coke Zero is so ugly and disgusting.
Because they
and
can't.
horrible.
Because that's sugar tax.
Oh yeah, they're not allowed to. I don't think they're.
They
allowed
can't
to
advertise,
it.
all the sugar and stuff.
Now it's regular people.
None of them are they gonna get off Santa Claus? No, they're not.
No. They're just
Like the people who were ordering the Santas that were ordering the Coke switched to
switch
regular people.
Oh, so these little.
So everyone's.
So we're saying
These are
everyone
worse
is Santa,
Santa
pretty
before.
much.
Okay.
Everyone's got an old white man with a beard inside them. That's what they're saying. Damn.
He's gonna have his sock. No, it's a hat.
It's a black man, Santa hat.
You would never see me like that. Never in a million years will you ever see me wearing that
There's a
Christmas
truck.
hat. It's such an unwavy hat as well. That's the worst part. like the thing is, if it was at least drippy, like all right, maybe, but this red like fabric with like the bubble, like it's just not it. Like it's not the one. Like if it was out, them Russian hats with the
flaps.
With the flaps.
Yeah.
It was one of them. Yo, we could get busy. Or if it was like a normal like beanie, we could get busy. But this
This one's not cool.
It's not gangster, man. That's so not gangster-licious, gangster. All right. Right, I was meant to find the next song while we were watching Advert, but I got too caught up with
Nonsense.
with the nonsense.
Everyone can be Santa, but they all look the same.
But that's at least more. That's the true. That's what people want. The true
Yeah.
British values, Christmas spirit.
But then it ends on a black family.
True. They're not gonna be happy about that.
No.
The start of this advert was so good, and then it just went downhill from there.
Down here from there. Once the white men were off the screen, it was all down here from there.
Putting my Christmas hats on black people. I don't like
Where
it.
are these women? There's no women. No women in our Britain.
No, they're making the turkeys. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, they get in the kitchen.
Get in the kitchen.
Oh, this country.
Out on the street. How dare ya? Oh my god. Right, let's get into this song. I think we're gonna do Nines and Skrapz. The track is titled "On the Something." I think on the block, on the one.
On the one.
Only
yeah,
one. Only one.
yeah.
There we go. So yeah, Nines featuring Skrapz and OURAA. I don't know if I'm saying that right. OURAA. But yeah, Nines and Skrapz and OURAA. Track entitled Only One. And yeah, we'll catch you for a second.
I was fuller in a up crime scene, had helicopters hovering the block. Niggas out here begging, I'd rather rob. Like fucker, go find me, go find a job. These rappers are my sons, take note. Gucci Mane's Bart Simpson, I chain smoke. My accountant told me car blew a mill. Told him chill out, I'm about to sign a movie deal. 100 bricks in the room, stick got a body on it like a witch on a broom. Let the ting go scurf in the wind. When I wipe the machine down, there ain't a workout in the gym. These rappers weren't getting dough, I could tell they look broke in their first videos. Told inches that we're gonna tour the world next year. So it's only right we went through hell to get here, it's Nines.
And we are back. Yeah, shout out to Nines, Skrapz and OURAA on that one, track entitled Only One. In the media. Right, so Omegle is gone. React.
They shut it down?
Yes, like I don't know too much about the site. I've never used the site. For those who don't know, Omegle was like a video chat kind of social network, where people, you get matched with random people on the other side.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a video chat website, and you just get matched with random people on the other side, and people would be just chatting away.
Yeah, so I never used it personally either, but like I remember I was in college once, and one guy in my class would put it on, and we just always sitting there watching, like, what's going on? It's a brand. It literally just very random. Your camera's there, their camera pops up, and you can either skip or you can stay and chat to this person. And if they skip, then next random person, but it's global, so like literally anyone from around the world will just pop up on it. It's a interesting site. I remember ChatRoulette as well back in the day.
Very similar vibes,
yeah. And then this kind of took over it. But it's gone. I don't even know. I guess there's a lot of YouTube videos on it and stuff, but I didn't know it was even still around like that.
Yeah, I've been like recently. I've seen like people doing content where they do like jump scare videos that they plan out and stuff. Where they'll connect to someone, and then they'll have like a video playing where it's like them talking or whatever, or it's them talking live. And then they'll play a video that shows like they disconnected and moves on to a new thing. And then they'll like either like come and walk out of the room from behind and be like, wasn't we just on the chat together? Kind of thing. Or they'll do like a jump scare like with like some demons or something to scare the person on the other end. And that was like recent. People have been posting that kind of content like recently.
Oh, right.
So I assume they're all going to get, I don't know what they're going to do.
Just move to ChatRoulette,
I guess.
ChatRoulette, the developer of ChatRoulette, where he's rubbing his hands right now. Like,
Trust.
now's my time.
Birdman things. Like,
yeah.
But I don't know if you read the article about it.
I didn't realize the guy who made it was like so young though, because he was like said he was 18 when he made Omegle in like 2009, and then he's like he doesn't want to have a heart attack in his 30s.
In his 30s, because it's like stressing me out. So he basically said, Let me find the exact quote because that I was mentioning to you earlier. So he basically said, is that the operating the website was no longer sustainable financially nor psychologically. There can be no honest accounting of Omegle without acknowledging that some people misused it, including to commit unspeakably heinous crimes. As much as I wish circumstances were different, the stress and expense of this fight, coupled with existing stress and expense of operating Omegle and fighting its misuse, are simply too much. Frankly, I don't want to have a heart attack in my 30s. So basically, the unspeakably heinous crimes he's talking about is paedophilia, basically. Just to put it to put it succinctly, Omegle basically loads of teenagers on there, loads of children on there, being matched up with random adults, probably predominantly men, and just stuff that shouldn't be happening on there is happening on there, and according to the founder, he's losing sleep over not being able to sort it out, basically. So he's just decided to shut down the website.
So I feel like that was a very common thing in these kind of things. Like you just go next and you just see like a man with his dick out. Yeah. And you're just wanking on it or something. It's like what is going on? Like what?
It's just so weird.
Yeah. It's so like when I first heard of the concept, I was like, why?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, there's nothing I'd like to do less than just be in a video chat with strangers. Like, I can't imagine that. Like, and as a teenager, I didn't mind talking to strangers on like MSN or like on even Habbo and stuff like that. Like, but text chat, like, I can't video chat. Like, I was never about that. Like, and I can't even imagine being about that. Like.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, I don't know you. Why am I gonna video call you? Like, I don't want to call anyone. Video call you, random person around the world.
Like, yeah, and that's me as well. I'm like, I don't really want to video call anyone. So, stranger on a video call, just horrendous. I don't like video calls at work when I'm on meetings and that.
I saw in the article you sent that apparently it's been like Omegle's been mentioned in like 50 of the last. Paedophilia, sexual
assault cases.
In the last year or last couple of years or something. And it's like, obviously, I don't know what the number of cases are in general, but 50 on Omegle sounds like quite a lot, though.
Yeah, that's bad for business.
It's horrible.
But yeah, I'm sure they're gonna just make something that's gonna replace it. That's the bad thing. Obviously, I said ChatRoulette. It's gonna pick up or something else similar.
And the thing is that we got a video on at the moment of someone's Omegle adventures, and like some of these people, I'm like, why are you like? This girl was in her bed. Apparently, she's 20 according to her bio. Well, I'm like, why are you chatting with strangers while you're in your bed like this? Like,
I mean, they clearly enjoy it.
No, I know, but like, still, it's just a bit. It's a bit
weird.
Yeah, it's a bit.
It doesn't
like,
quite make sense.
It doesn't. Like, I'm like, if you're sat at your desk and you're like, what is this? She is absolutely.
Yeah, that's not real.
That's not.
That's just a video.
Yeah. I was like, hold on. I was like, either A, it's a bot, or B, she's trying to be like, come over to my OnlyFans, even though this is pre-OnlyFans, but like, come over to Live Jasmine or whatever.
My site that you can catch me on.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, obviously, as you said, like the girl who was in her bed, she's like, so what? She just kind of. She's going to bed and cracked up a laptop, put it on her chest, and I was like, yeah, let me just log into Omegle real quick, or was it just woken up and first thing I'm gonna do is log into Omegle and check it out, see what's going on. But it's like there was one woman there, she looked a bit older. She's probably, I mean, even her, she looks a bit older.
Yeah. She's
26.
Yeah.
26.
I'm just really bored and killing time.
You said 26, my ass. She does look 26 though, to be fair.
She looked 26 to me.
This one looks.
But she's 26 from like 10 years ago. Well, not 10 years ago, but like
7 years
True.
ago.
Yeah, that's
so
a good point,
she probably.
actually. The style is different.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because she doesn't look my age.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. 26. Like, that's what I'm like. 26 is my age. Like, she doesn't even look our age. She looks like she's older, but yeah, the style is very different.
Oh, you thought she was older than 26?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
We thought she's younger.
Yeah.
No,
I mean old.
I thought you were saying she's 22 or something.
Nah, I mean she's like 37.
Yeah.
Nah, she looks 26. She looks 26.
She looked 26 for that time.
Yeah,
I'd say.
she looked 26 for 2014 or whatever this is. She looked, or 2015. She looked 26 for that time. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think she looks 26 now.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Looking at her now, I wouldn't say 26. I would probably say older.
I would say older, yeah.
Well, you look dread. Damn.
But there was another woman on there who actually did look quite a bit older. I didn't see what age it was. She might pop up again, and she's going to be like 25. But this guy looks young. This guy's like, what, 18?
This one?
The left guy, the black guy.
Oh, no, yeah, he's young.
He's young.
And I'm like,
he was young at this time.
Yeah, I'm like, why would you, if you're like in your 30s, want to be speaking to him? Like, what? There was one woman who's actually there chatting to him for a while. I'm like, well, what would you want to talk to this guy about?
But you just talk about things, isn't it? But this is what I'm saying. This is weird. She's 16 and she's talking to him. He's young, but he's an adult still. She's 16 with face full of braces,
wiggling her tongue and stuff.
Wiggling her tongue on the internet, which like is one of the things where I'm like, if this was my child, I'd be like, get off this computer. Like,
putting a block on the internet. Yeah,
man. Just uninstalling the Wi-Fi. I know that's not even the word, but that's exactly what I'd be doing. Just uninstall that Wi-Fi. Like, we'll be done. We're not, and then ChatRoulette is the same thing. Even that thumbnail looks mad.
One of them ones where you just put the maddest thumbnail so people click it.
Because he looks like he's beatboxing, or he was.
But yeah, it's a weird concept.
Okay, he's not 20. He's gassing.
What?
This guy on the right?
Yeah.
What? Nah, come on. It's 24 like 10 years ago.
He looks like if he's 20, he's had a rough 20 years.
He's 20 like Obafemi Martins of 20 back in the day. Yeah, these that are grown, obviously, they look like they're in their 30s almost.
But yeah, I just find it interesting. Like, why would you want to...
Right, let's unmute it. Let's hear what the type of conversation is happening.
Unless they know who he is, then it's like...
Some people might.
Yeah, then I'm like, okay, I can see why you'd
That's something I know. I don't know if it was more recent than this, but they had like... You could put in a word before you log in. And it's like a word that you'll match with other people who have like a similar interest kind of thing. So some YouTubers would do that. They'd be like, I'm going on Omegle, put in my name, and we might match up kind of thing. But I know that I remember watching his videos like back in the day, and he would meet a lot of people.
We're watching Dang Matt Smith for those who care.
Yeah, he would see a lot of people across videos like across months of time.
Yeah.
He'll keep seeing the guy. So that like I don't know if you saw in the last video, there was a guy who was like spraying like something on his hand or whatever.
Foam.
Yeah, he's in bare videos, and he came to be known as the orange shirt guy because in a lot of the videos he'd be wearing an orange shirt.
Okay.
And he would always just pop up and do some weird stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if that's what he's doing here. If he has like a keyword that everyone's putting in to try and meet him or something.
I feel like that makes sense though, because it's an easy way to meet like your fans and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you obviously can't do a meet and greet in person with how many fans you have, but if you're like, yeah, put my code in, I'm gonna do a Omegle session, just roulette through everyone. Yeah, I think that's cool. I don't see any problem with that.
I get it, but we're just watching YouTube content.
Yeah.
Like, the individual people on there just doing
If we
whatever.
went on it right now, we'd see madness, that sort of thing. Like
These are real life children, and this is funny. That was funny. But again, this is a child. This is a child right now.
Yeah, this is like a 13-year-old.
yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, this website needed to go. Like, if what you say, Bez, is true about guys just on there jerking off and that, like,
Yeah, the concept just needs to be age limited. Like,
and people just need to be banned. If you're on there jerking off, you just need to be banned.
Yeah.
Of course,
like everyone should, because I feel like the issue is that people would like skip, and I feel like I've never used it, but I feel like you probably can't report after you've skipped. So they probably should have an option to like report a previous person you saw.
Or even simply when you press skip, it should just come up with a like.
Do you want to report?
Like not necessarily do you
or why did you skip?
Why did you skip? And then in that section it's like, okay, you can report.
I think it's the thing of it though is the fast pacedness. So if you skip someone, you find someone else pretty much instantly,
Quickly,
sort of thing.
Yeah.
So like if you skip someone, then you're there like, oh, well, why do you want to report nudity, rude, whatever? Then it just kind of takes.
Or
away
it could
from
just be
that,
like you skip and then like there's a.
Oh, she's
thing that
dabbing.
you
This is
can
how old
open
it
up.
is.
Yeah.
This is how old it is. She's dabbing. And look at her dab.
I think they should, because if they're gonna bring something back, and they need to obviously age limit it, probably ID people or something so they can have a record of everyone.
Yeah.
And then have a report thing. So if you are an old man jacking off to these lot,
These teenagers.
youngers.
Oh my god.
Then they can report you, and then get on a register.
But there shouldn't be youngers on there. It's just like this is one of the concepts that I
Yeah.
feel like it's just too dangerous to have children on there.
Yeah.
Like it just shouldn't be.
Because they have no reason to be on here.
Yeah,
at
put them
all.
on Club Penguin.
And have a hotel and then
Yeah.
yeah.
And the thing is, it's like such a weird thing because I don't think there's anything wrong inherently with adults interacting with children. But I just feel like there's too many
much risk.
adults who abuse that. That it's just better if it's just not a thing.
Yeah.
I just don't see what the point is. Like, what are you going to gain from speaking to
It's not about gaining anything. I think the concept as a whole, you're not going to gain anything. Like speaking to an adult, speaking to a child, I don't think you're going to gain anything from this. Really, more than so. Like
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything that they're like I want to gain this from. They don't have a goal in mind. They're just like
But I feel like they're not going to have an
you could have an entertaining conversation with a child.
What conversation you have with a child?
I'm pretty sure he's having an entertaining
anything.
conversation.
You just talk
with
about
children.
random stuff.
Yeah.
You just find one of their interests and just
And talk about it.
yeah.
Like some of these people are children. All right, that's what I said. Let's unmute it. Let's actually hear some of the conversations that's going on if we can. Okay. I don't know what's going on there, but let's get it. So she just cracked her fingers and he's cringing because it was loud.
I hope you have Obamacare to go into the hospital and get yourself checked out after that. You do realize you just broke 3 fingers now, right? You got that look that I give when I'm about to fall asleep in class.
That's literally me all the time.
I think the last time we met on here, hey.
See, just playing around, having some fun. It is dry. That's what I said. I would never do it. Oh, see, he knows who he is. So he's calling his homies.
I think because what he said with the last time he met on here, so I'm assuming this is like what Cam was saying, that he's probably...
No, but this guy looks like he's completely random. He's like gassed.
What's up, boy? Hey.
Yeah, but I guess if you think about it, though, if there's 1,000
HTC
people
phone.
who are all doing it, putting his code in,
Yeah.
then they're all going to be. You might not actually get to see him in
Right,
the hour time he's doing it, or whatever.
But I
Yeah.
feel like I feel like he's way too surprised. I feel like it's not like I feel like when you put it in, you're kind of hopeful. So you might be, oh yeah, but whereas he feels legitimately like surprised, like I just bumped into this guy. Right
Yeah.
Did you get your gift yet? For Black History Month.
Oh yeah. I bought this candle for you.
What am I supposed to do with that?
You light it, and then guess what?
What?
Guess what happens after you light it?
What happens after I light it?
It's lit.
This is so disgusting.
I don't understand.
It's just that's what I'm saying. It's not. For
It's
me,
just
it's
dumb
not for
fun.
us. It's not for us.
Yeah.
It's not for us. I don't. This does not sound like a fun evening for me. See, like people, it's just people doing stuff. And it's almost like, do you remember Ustream back in the day?
No.
Before Twitch and all that, there was a website called Ustream, and people would literally just have their stream on. See how like Kai Sinet's doing all these 24-hour streams where people were just doing that. Random people, not celebrities, nothing. Just and you would just log in, or you go on Ustream, and you would see, oh, so and so streaming, and they'd just be in.
But that's just what streamers are now as well. It's like just they were
just be in
randoms and then they got famous.
Yeah, they'll just be in their kitchen,
Just
cooking, and the stream will be on. Kind of like,
I feel like a lot of these things start off as like I'm doing this so that my friends can watch me or whatever, and then it happens. Just so happens that they get big and then whatever. But yeah, I don't think this is not something for us clearly.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
But I do get why these people would do it, because it's just like there's nothing if they have nothing better to do, and they just want to have a quick dumb conversation with someone.
Yeah.
Then they can do that.
It's like a way to socialize without leaving the house, I guess.
True. I guess like in lockdown times, maybe makes sense.
But
You can't
even
leave the house.
in lockdown times, we had a house party. We had
Yeah.
Now, that's
But that was-
literally the same thing.
It was no, but that wasn't with strangers.
friends.
It was kind of with strangers because strangers could jump in.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, I knew one other person in the room.
Yeah.
Like in order to get there in the first place, you had to know one other person in the room. And then you had
Wasn't there like the Twitter thing?
Twitter Spaces and stuff. Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. The first one, what was it called?
No.
No. Before Spaces and Circle on Twitter, there was the whole app that had its own thing, and people were like, you had to get a code to get in, and it was like a networker thing. I can't remember what it's called. I got. It was big. It was big for a while. Like, and this was in lockdown, and it was like Twitter Spaces where you just people talking.
I remember this actually. I
podcasting.
I feel like we talked about this on the.
Wasn't it House Party?
No, House Party was the app where it was video
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. That was
Yeah.
it.
I was
There you
saying
go.
something House. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So you had House Party, you had Clubhouse. So House Party was the app where you video
you
call
video
and
on,
you
yeah.
jump in and blah blah blah, and you strangers could just jump in the chat and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Clubhouse was literally like Twitter Spaces where you
Yeah.
have people, you have the speakers, and then you have people just in the audience just listening. You can come up and talk and blah blah blah, all this sort of stuff. And yeah. So, but none of that was video content with strangers
Yeah.
per se. Like House Party, when a stranger jumped in the room, you left. Because you're like, this is weird now. I
weird
don't
now,
know
yeah.
who you are. Like, this is odd.
Yeah.
We did talk about House Party because you told us the story about you were talking to some girl in there, and some guy jumped in and was like, "Who's this then?"
Oh yeah.
This was years ago, obviously, but yeah.
And then she left me and the guy in the house. Together, like, whoa.
So, what are you saying?
what we doing here then? Like, the Paul Rudd. Look at us.
Look at us. But yeah, House Party was unhinged because you open the app and people just start jumping in the room and that kind of stuff. That was I would literally just go in there to check and see who's online or whatever.
Yeah.
And someone's jumped in.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm not trying to
What
talk.
you doing?
No. Like, sorry, I'm eating at the moment. I just came to look. Like, and yeah, House Party was a lot. I feel like Omegle is
a lot more.
a lot worse.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like I guess I just with House Party, there's a mutual person in between you the people you're meeting, whereas Omegle is just anyone in the world who's also logged into this site, and you don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna, like, if you join the house party chat with me, you're not gonna. It's unlikely you're gonna get someone masturbating on the other camera.
Oh yeah, because
what
it's
the
gonna
hell?
be it'll be your
It'll be someone I know or someone you
someone
know.
I know.
It'll be
Yeah,
like, that's not gonna happen.
yeah, exactly.
It's highly, highly unlikely. Like, if it did happen, we'd both be like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, and like,
Are you alright, man?
and one of us would instantly be on the phone or whatever, be like, "Yo,
You know you're on house party, right?
yeah, you know you're on house party. Like, get off the house party. Like, what's going on?"
But yeah, like, in this, you're just like, I feel like the chance of you meeting someone who's probably doing something dodgy on this is probably a lot higher than you just meeting a normal person as well.
And just watching these videos, the children are too young.
Yeah.
You know? Like this girl
She's
right
like
here.
9, 8, 9 or something.
Yeah. And this is a grown woman. And her sister's young as well.
Bro, her sister is like 5.
She's 9 and her sister's... Whoa!
Oh my god.
Bro, I saw the missing teeth. I was like, child.
These videos shouldn't be out on the internet. Like,
The teeth missing, yeah, dead giveaway. Like, she literally is... Oh, there you go. So she just had to... So we're watching a video from
Call me Chris. Call me Chris.
Cameron knows about these YouTube streets.
I do know these people, yes.
So we're watching a video by Call Me Chris. She says Omegle is completely unhinged. So she was just talking to 2 girls, one of which has missing teeth, which means she can't be older than about 7.
yeah.
Because she hasn't got all her adult teeth yet. And then they skipped, and then the next person that came up, she put eggplant emoji, aubergine emoji, and which I guess symbolizes that the person was just jacking it.
Rocking out of his car.
Just jacking it. Yeah, hold tight, the Archer fans, man. I need to watch the final season of that, man.
Is it the final season?
Yeah, it's finished now.
I feel like this is Attack on Titan levels now. It's been going on for too long. I didn't watch the last one. I feel like.
But every season's come like year after year after year. So yeah, it's been quite, because other than Attack on Titan has not been consistent.
No, it's
like
not.
that.
But it's just like they dragged it on. I feel like there was a point where it's, I didn't know it was last season, but I need to watch that now.
Yeah, but yeah, just jacking it.
Just
jacking it. Hello. Anyway. So man's on Omegle on his birthday. And she's singing that. But this is so strange.
You wanted this. This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted.
But it's strange.
I know, but I'm saying, bro, is this really what you wanted?
But she's giving it effort. She's giving it a lot of effort.
Nah, but come on, man.
Marilyn Monroe.
She put on sunglasses. She stood up.
I was gonna fart or something there. He got up and like,
damn. Yeah, it's just, I feel like it's just people who just want to do random shit. Like this video, she says Omegle is unhinged. This video is unhinged. Like she's just switching glasses that she's wearing.
yeah. My man's just in his bed,
Topless.
Yeah.
Riz guard.
Yeah, he's moving, making moves.
Damn it.
so damn pretty without those spectacles. He was really nice. He was trying to riz you.
Literally, he's like to whack out something.
Those are children as well. This is the child.
Yeah.
It's international as well. That's one thing.
Yeah. These little kids as well.
Young kids. Oh, they're gone. It's very international, though.
It is, yeah.
It's very international.
Yeah, she's got very mixed people in here. I feel like when the kids come, she's like, oh, so where's your parents?
I'll just be like, do your parents know you're on this? Are they aware of what this site is? Yeah? Like, she just dipped out. You're like, you look like that person for TikTok. Cool, bye. See, I mean, this would never be me, never in a million years. But I get why these type of people like it. It's just you're just chatting shit.
I guess
Just
it makes good
the
content.
extroverts looking for. They're just looking for some juice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Some extrovert juice.
If you're a YouTuber or something, it makes good content.
And the thing is, while you're and everyone, so she's making content, but everyone else appears to be doing other things at the same
Yeah.
time. So it's just like you have some people with you while you do other things. Like you're seeing people scrolling on their phone,
Yeah.
you're seeing people eating ice poles, watching TV, like all these other things, and they just have this there as just some extra entertainment. It's kind of like back in the day, again, when we would be on MSN Messenger while doing other things.
Yeah.
Except it's just video chat because it's 2023.
Yeah. But again, though, it's like, I guess MSN, for the most part, you'd be speaking to people you know.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you do have people on there who you didn't know as well,
Yeah.
who you add randomly and stuff, but I wouldn't be video chatting them. I would just...
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the same concept, except you open up to the world,
Yeah.
which we would never do,
Yeah.
but it's the same concept.
Fair, yeah.
And we would never do it because it's open to the world, and we would never do it because it's video chat.
Unhinged.
And it's unhinged. If this has it gone already? If it hasn't gone already, we should go on one time. Not now, but one time.
I think it said that it was like another month or something that they were going to be, or 2 months still before it goes fully.
All right, sign up, Bez, and then we'll go in your account.
Why me? what the fuck I do? I don't think you need to sign up though. I thought you just go on it.
Let's actually see.
Let's have a bitches.
It might be something to quickly do one time and then dip out.
Oh no, it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, site's dead.
What?
Literally it says go on it and that's the homepage.
Oh, graveyard.
Graveyard 2009 to 2023.
2009.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's got a long message, but I'm not reading that.
Post. Very, very long.
Yeah, it's way too long. I can't be able to read all that. But it's a thank you to everyone who used Omegle for positive purposes and to everyone who contributed to the site's success in any way. I'm sorry I couldn't keep fighting for you. Sincerely, Leif K. Brooks.
Yeah. His whole thing is basically like, yeah, I can't do this. I can't.
You can!
I can't. Basically, that's what up, Papi Chulo. You can't even see it. Whoa.
I'm not here for that right now. I'm shooting a YouTube video right now.
Oh, she skipped her for that.
Yeah.
But she was just showing cleavage.
It's because that was probably a bot. Who was like some
Probably.
dude behind the camera.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My
The
God.
thing is, I feel like this. All right. So I was listening to a podcast the other day, and I can't remember what show he was talking about, but it was a show that was done by a comedian. One of these like sitcom shows that was written by a comedian, or like and starring the comedian as well. And basically, the comedian came out and said that he's ending the show because he's too famous now. Because what he used to do was he used to go out into the world, he used to live his life, and he used to experience things that just everyday things, and it would give him inspiration on how he can make funny skits or funny scenarios in his show, right? But now he's too famous that when he goes to the coffee shop, for example, he walks in the coffee shop, people recognize him, and it changes the experience of being in the coffee shop. So it's hard for
Yeah.
him to be like, oh, I can make a joke about how go into the coffee shop now, because no, I can't, because when I go to the coffee shop now, it's just people making a fuss, I feel like this is a similar thing. Like, she is so big now that every person she's bumping into is like, oh, you're the girl from TikTok.
Yeah.
And it's now that's the content. Talking to people who recognize me on Omegle. Whereas I'm sure at first she was having more interesting conversations.
Yeah, true.
Honestly, I feel like she's a TikToker first.
Right.
So I feel like
Okay.
before she ever touched Omegle,
She was ready to TikTok.
yeah,
Well, I'm sure
other people,
other
Yeah, no
people.
problem, yeah.
like the Dang Mac Smith
Dan
guy.
Matt Smith, yeah. I'm sure
Yeah.
he started off probably having like just random conversations and was
with just random people.
with random people and interesting things. And then you got to a point where it's like, oh, you're Dan Matt Smith. And now the YouTube content is quite dry because
Yeah.
everyone's just recognizing him.
Yeah, that's true, to be fair.
Like, people are like, is this real? I recognize you. Oh my God. Oh my, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I watch your TikToks.
I don't get that.
What?
Oh my god, it's like just crazy excitement.
Celebrity, isn't it?
People idolize them.
Yes, it's just celebrity. It's not the same way people are like, oh my God, it's Angelina Jolie.
No, but I don't get that.
Either, I know. So if you can't get that, then you won't get this. It's all the same thing.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh my God, it's Yuri Metal, whatever her name is. It's Mara Metal.
This is so dumb. I'll be like, oh my God, it's Spider-Man. If Spider-Man was real. That's why.
Nah, I can see you being like, oh my God, it's the 4-time League of Legends champion from...
There's no such thing as a 4 times League of Legends champion.
All right, I don't know.
When there is one, then you go, oh my God, he's him.
He's him. I can't believe this. Like... Or when you match up with someone on Overwatch, you can be, oh my God.
That actually happened to me once. I found out after the fact that I was playing with a streamer because like I was watching like a clip video on YouTube, and one of the clips was from the game that we were in together.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually, it was a clip from another game, but I was like, that name looks familiar. Then I went back and checked on my history.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I played with that person. Then I went to his stream and found the game that we were playing together.
Right.
And it was funny because we were playing and he was like the tank of the team. I was playing whatever.
Yeah.
And he was carrying the game because he was like a top 500 player, like a really good player, but he was smurfing in like platinum, whatever. And the rest of the
Smurfing
team,
is so bad, man. Anyway, but go on.
the rest of the team, like some other people on the team were like flaming him saying, stop doing what you're doing. You're losing us the game. And I was like, are these people blind? He's like clearly carrying the game. He's clearly playing the best on the team. And then I was like, okay, yeah, no, I was right because he's literally just way too good to be in our games anyways.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, validation.
Did you cry when you realized?
No, I don't even. He wasn't even like a streamer that I watched. It was just someone I knew from like there was like a YouTube channel that posted clips, and I watched the channel and he had like bare clips on there.
What do you think about smurfing anyway? I think it's ridiculous. I think you shouldn't. I kind of get why you want to do it, but I just don't think you should do it.
What's smurfing when you
It's when
lower your level
you just create a second account, basically. So you're very good at the game. You create a second account and you're going to rank it up again, but
you play with worse people basically.
Through the point of ranking it up again, you're playing better worse people.
I 100% get it. I get it for content creators. I get it for regular people. Because if you're a content creator, sometimes playing at the highest elo is not good because you'll have like longer queue times because there's less people to play with.
Right.
So if you just smurf, then you just get more games and you like it's more entertaining for people watching.
Yeah.
For regular people, either you have friends who are worse and you want to play with them. Yeah. Or you just want to spend more time playing the game. Huh?
Private lobby.
Maybe you don't have that many friends to make a private lobby. But if you just want to like or you just want to get more games in, or you just want to actively just make other people have a terrible game because you're just that much better than them. Because that is.
Why has this kid got his top off? It is just sorry, Cam.
Yeah.
I just see a 9-year-old with his top off.
Yeah, it's weird.
And then this is posted on YouTube. Probably a short of it is on TikTok as well. Just, oh man. Damn. She's getting to him like that because he said, hey girl.
I didn't clock what.
She said, hey man back and then skipped.
Oh.
It's
I think he skipped her, didn't he?
Yeah. No, she skipped.
She skipped it.
Stay safe on here, guys. It's nice to meet you. You're all beautiful. Bye. There you go. Hi, man.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I knew it. I can read lips. It was literally, hey girl, hi man, skip. And I get it. Yeah, that's too friendly.
Her face was there like...
It's too over familiar. Yeah, I mean, she was like, I don't want to have this conversation. There's no conversation that starts, hey girl, that I want to have right now. But yeah, there's chess people who do it as well, who smurf. And I'm just like, what's his name? Hikaru Nakamura did like a whole series where he basically smurfed his way back up to the top or whatever. And I'm like... it's dread to whoever plays against you. It's dread. Like it's like they don't realize that they have no chance. Yeah, they don't realize that they have absolutely not a single iota of chance. Plus, they lose elo for losing to you.
That's true, but also, I mean, yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's only a little bit, and they'll probably gain it back if they're good.
if they're good, yeah.
But still,
I do get it. I get it, but it's also a thing where it's like it's not you usually. I mean, in chess, you're not going to meet many Smurfs. I assume. I mean, I don't know, but I assume you're not often meeting the Smurf when you're playing on Chess Online or whatever.
I feel like it's probably like you may not meet many Hikaru's. He's like a top 5 player in the world.
Yeah,
you may not meet many of them.
Yeah,
but I feel like there's a similar thing where once you're good at chess,
you just like let me just.
There's just I feel like you reach your level, and one, like you say, there's probably not that many people at your level once you're really good. But then also you've hit a brick wall kind of thing. And it's like, I can play games here, might win 1, lose 5, win 1, lose 5 kind of like vibes. Or I can just come up again and just like curb stomp people.
I do understand it though. Because I've made new accounts and played against worse people and it feels good.
I feel like it's more fun though, because I remember back in FIFA days when you do it, like let's say you were playing in like do you remember they used to have like divisions? So you have like division 10, then you have to get to division 1.
Yeah.
And like once you get to division 3, 2, it just becomes so sweaty, and it's like you can't have fun playing it. So I just drop down to division 8 and then play and actually be able to enjoy the game again, sort of thing.
Yeah, but that's different because you dropping down the division with your actual account. But also because skill issue. It sounded like you can't deal with the
I feel like that is a thing though as well. Like people, you'll get to like, let's say you get to the second highest rank.
Yeah.
But you're just not good enough to get to the first rank. So you're just like, whatever. I'll beat on other people who are way lower than me. Because
that's what smurfing is. I feel like smurfing is when you go way lower. Like when your example is you just drop down the next division below.
No, I'm saying like you drop from like division 2 to division 8. So you drop down a while. Yeah, not just drop down one division. Because I feel like it's not like it's like playing on legendary or playing on world class. It's just I can beat legendary, but I don't want to play it because it's just so boring. It takes the fun away from the game.
Yeah,
because it's just like it just becomes.
But that's what I'm saying. Legendary to world class is only one down. It's like smurfing is like if you go from legendary and start playing semi-pro. Yeah, like it's just. Like you're cheesing, you're absolutely cheesing because you're way
like there's no reason for you ever to lose.
Yeah, you have
play semi-pro,
and the thing is, and a lot of times it's like you're just more experienced. You know the game mechanics better. You know, like these people are people who maybe just got the game. They've only just started.
Children,
or their children. Like you're just there, like stomp them in the nuts. I'm a stomp them. That's literally what you're there doing, and it's like that's just dread.
I'm not gonna lie though. There's been times where I've been called up for being a Smurf and I'm not Smurfing, and that feels good too because that's just people saying, "Oh, you're way too good to be here." And I'm like, "Okay, thank you."
That's like the reason I say it is because I don't think there's a game I could Smurf in. Like, and I'm sure I get Smurfed in like Tekken and stuff sometimes when I play that, and I'm like, you punks.
That's how I felt playing Tekken 8. I was like. This is not fun because all the greatest people who play this game are here in the beta. And I haven't played enough to compete. And it's like new mechanics and stuff. And I'm like trying to learn it. I'm like, nah, man, I'm just not going to play. I'll wait for the full game to come out so I can play against some people playing for the first time.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably smurf in FIFA. I'm probably decent enough at that to be able to do that. But other than that, I can't think of a game that I could probably smurf in. And League of Legends and Overwatch as well, MG and those.
Yeah, true.
You know it, Cam.
Yeah.
Top G. But yeah, Omegle's dead. ChatRoulette is still here. Maybe we might do a session on ChatRoulette and see what the crack is. This is another kid.
Yeah, child. Young.
And did he just roast her? Her reaction was that he just said something crazy.
I think.
Me too. You're too young to be on here.
What did he say?
Me too. You're too young to be on here.
The word was cut out. Yeah. Whatever the last thing he said was cut out.
Yeah, he must have swore or something.
Yeah.
But
I get that a lot.
Yeah, he eats animals and she does too.
Yeah.
Said he eats animals, boy, me too. Right.
Like young ads.
Hmm?
Looks like young ads. And the hat.
Oh, there's a girl.
I know.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess if you're having a sleepover or something, it could be quite fun to do as a group as well.
I feel like as a group, it's just because everyone's kind of there, just like, what's going on sort of
Yeah.
thing. But just on your own, like, Saturday evening, I'm just going to log into Omegle and just jump through.
If you're not doing anything else.
I'd rather just play PlayStation.
I mean, if you can, I'm sure people
But
who can.
PlayStation is the same thing. When you're playing online on PlayStation, it's a very similar thing. Like, yes, you're gaming, but you are interacting with
You
strangers.
don't chat. There's really. I don't know if people use mics anymore.
Do they not? People still use Max on Call of Duty.
Yeah, true. That's just true, actually. And so I haven't played online, to be fair, in FIFA in a long time. But I remember back in the day, when playing Pro Club and stuff, there was a point where I think mics just stopped, like maybe like 2013, 14.
Yeah, I
And you
can
just
imagine.
don't hear mics anymore.
Because it's a waste of time. Like,
Yeah.
at first, it was novel because it was like, oh, it's new.
Yeah.
But then after a point, it's like, I don't actually need to say anything to you.
And I feel like it's also
It's
like
toxic.
even from like that's what I was gonna say, from like Call of Duty and stuff, it's just toxic. So
That's all. Yeah, games are bad. Like, kids on games is not a good idea either. Like, back in the day, Call of Duty. I mean, I was never there, but I know about these lobbies where it's just getting racist, getting slurs flying for what reason? Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another thing though. I feel like when playing games, like you were saying, Cam, like when someone says you're smurfing, it feels good. I remember like back in the day playing FIFA, if someone messaged you after the chat after the game, then you feel good. You're like, yeah, I smoked you. You're shit, man. You're so why you scoring sweaty goals? All these kind of like, yeah, you got smoked.
Yeah. Someone did that to me. Like, I've been playing a little bit of chess, not much, but I've been playing a little bit of chess. And someone messaged me after a chess game. I was like, bro, it's chess. Can you calm down? Like, I was like, that was like such a boring game. I'm like, but I won. Like, literally, boring game, but I won the game. It's like, you didn't do this, that, the third. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, but I won.
But I won.
Like,
yeah, I would love to go through like my PS3 messages and see what was said in those ones, because that's where everything was.
have you seen this error?
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Me neither. I feel like a lot of times YouTubers be lying.
Yeah,
Like, when it comes to
massively.
these- like, oh my god, I can really taste the flavor.
Tastes like apple. Oh my god. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not buying it.
I've seen a couple people do this whole look. My girlfriend is gonna choose the flavor, and I'm gonna drink it, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not. I don't believe you.
Yeah, I'm sure it smells like whatever flavor
Absolutely.
it is, but taste.
I'm
Dunno.
not sure.
Yeah.
And they're not wrong. Like the smell, your smell and your taste buds are linked. I'm not gonna dispute that science. But I don't think it's gonna be like, oh, it tastes like I'm drinking.
Yeah.
It's like I'm drinking lemonade. No, it's not.
Yeah, because even like flavored water doesn't taste like you're drinking a juice or something.
Like, oh, it tastes like I'm drinking orange juice. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Like you could
You're lying.
you could just smell some oranges like that, and that's fine. That might be a nice experience, but it's not worth buying this thing. Air up, hit us up.
I say yeah, fair
We're
enough.
available for
Just
sponsorship.
slew it and say, yo, sponsor us, please.
Yeah, send us a couple bottles. We'll test you
Yeah,
out.
nah, do you know
We're
what?
not that harsh.
Honestly, prove us wrong.
Prove us wrong. Exactly. Prove us wrong. Like, we will be the first to admit we're wrong. If you pay us. Right. I think it's about time we get into the watch list then. And wrap up this episode.
The watch list.
So, who wants to go first? I actually go on.
Yeah, I'll go first. I haven't watched that much, to be fair. I've been struggling for things to watch recently. So I watched Five Nights at Freddy's the other day.
What was it saying?
It's alright, actually.
Scary?
Nah, not scary. It wasn't scary at all. But there wasn't really any jump scares or anything in it either.
No?
Not really, nah. Like it was. I think it was very true to the game in like the aesthetics of it. But then like jump scares wise and stuff, I don't feel like there was much to it. But yeah, it was alright. I watched the Beckham documentary.
I like this meme that she's doing, by the way. The Do You Know the Muffin Man?
What does that mean?
From Shrek.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, is it because they're too young or something?
They might be too young. It might be that they're too young. But like, I just like me. If I was on it and I saw someone and that had a sign that said, "Do you know the Muffin Man?" I'd be like, "The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man." Like, yeah,
yeah, I watched the Beckham documentary. That was decent, interesting. Beckham was the guy. It's crazy. I watched Batman and Superman Battle of the Super Sons, which was like
They're way too young. for
Damien
these references.
and Connor.
Yeah. Damien and who?
Connor, isn't it?
Oh, Super Sons. Yeah,
Super
yeah,
Sons,
yeah.
yeah.
Connor Kent.
Yeah. So I watched that, and that was alright.
Was that the one where like everyone gets taken over by
Aliens? Yeah.
I just saw a clip of that from when Lois tries to attack them.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that as well.
It was decent. It
Like,
was cool.
It's old, right?
Yeah, it's not new. It's probably like 2018.
Yeah, I
kind of
think I've
time,
seen
or-
that.
Yes, it was decent. And I've been watching Blue Lock again in English this
Blue
time.
Lock.
Because yeah, as I said, I've been struggling to what to watch. So
Just come back.
I was looking when it's coming back. It's next year apparently. It's going to be coming back, but we don't know yet. And then I finished Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Cam, did you notice who voices Peter Parker?
Yeah, it's
Tom Holland.
Voices. It's not him. He doesn't do the voice. No.
It's Yuri Lowenthal. He's like he does bare anime voices.
Yeah, it's Sasuke.
Yeah.
Cause
Is it?
I only
Yeah.
clocked when there was the Venom,
Venom.
voice. Yeah, that's what I clocked. I was like, rah, is that? I was like, wait.
Bro, that guy is everywhere. Like, yeah. I knew from the last game.
I
who he was.
didn't clock it at all. It was only when he started doing the Venom voice, I was like, wait a minute, that sounds like Sasuke when he's like on his vengeful.
Or every day.
Yeah.
On his normal day. He sounds like Venom on his normal day.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, let me get to Google. Oh, right, okay.
What she has? Sorry, we still have Omegle videos on. She has too many things. It's not to just unhinge me the amount of just things she has.
Sequin John Wick pillow.
Pillow. Like, what? Who the hell? Like, why?
Disposable cash, man.
Yeah,
True.
literally.
True.
Probably get sent them as well, a lot of these things.
True. Yeah, she probably has a PO box or something. But yeah, there's John Wick pillow. She's had the Hulk fist. She's had these millions of
Kermit the Frog.
glasses.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog. Yeah,
A notepad with a pen to write things.
I can't believe it. Who has that these days, man? Everyone's just
Pen and paper crazy.
tablets, innit? And laptops. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
was
nah,
that
that's
it,
me
guys?
anyway, I'm done, yeah.
My name is Indigo Matoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Right. So me, I've barely been watching anything. I've just been watching Game of Thrones, as I've been doing, and The Handmaid's Tale, and more Shippuden, and that might be it. Yeah, I don't think I've actually watched anything new. So I think that's more or less me. Yeah.
I've just been watching The Office. I'm still watching that. It's definitely, I get why people love it so much now. Finally.
It's funny.
Yeah. No, but I just thought it wasn't, from the first season is not great. But everything after
You're
that
watching
was
American
good.
one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's what bust my man.
Steve Carell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, he was big before that, wasn't
Not really.
Like 40-Year-Old Virgin was before that, wasn't
It's
it?
not his. Yeah, but that didn't bust him.
That
That didn't bust him.
I feel like, yeah.
Nah. I feel like he was in that movie and he was the main character or whatever. But no, this took him to new heights. As far as I remember anyway. I feel like 4-Year-Old Virgin was whatever, but I feel like
That's what put him on the map, though, I feel like.
Nah, I feel like this put him on the map.
I'm pretty sure people, if you say Steve Carell, people would say the guy from The Office.
Yeah.
I guess,
Like
yeah.
4-Year-Old Virgin. Like, I feel like it's a bit like 4-Year-Old Virgin might have put him, like, if...
In The Office.
Yeah, pretty much. 4-Year-Old Virgin put him in The Office. But what I was going to say is, like, say I was an actor and I did something, and it might make me someone in the UK or in the London scene or whatever. But The Office makes me a guy internationally. Like, you go to Australia and they're like, and you're like, Steve Carell. They're like, oh yeah, Steve Carell, the guy from The Office. Terrible Australian
Great
accent.
accent, man.
Terrible, but you get the point. The geezer I guess they say geezer over there as well. The bloke, yeah.
The fella.
They're probably more likely to say bloke than geezer.
Geezer, yeah. The bloke. Yeah, matey from The Office, eh?
Matey.
Matey
No,
from...
don't say the C word.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's the... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's the... From The Office. That'd be funny.
And I've finished Gen V.
I finished that as well, yeah.
Streets are saying I need to watch it.
Oh, yeah,
You do
it's
need
good.
to. You 100% need to
Does
watch
it tie into...
Yes.
Okay.
What I saw people complaining about, though, people were saying they don't like they don't like, because basically how Marvel have done it, like you have to watch a series to watch a movie for it to all tie together. But I don't feel like you have to. I don't know. Obviously, we don't know how The Boys is gonna go, but yeah, I don't know if it quite is the same. I feel like.
I mean, I don't think you have to watch The Boys to watch this.
Yeah, and I don't.
But
think you
may have to watch this to watch the next season of The Boys.
That's the thing. I don't know. Yeah, I feel we have to see how that season goes because they link, but I don't know if they're tied together.
Yeah, if it's necessary.
Yeah,
so it could be optional.
Sorry, I missed one thing. I watched Rec, which is a horror movie. That I watched. It's just like a Spanish horror movie, and it's very demonic. Yeah, it was crazy. It was literally, it was one of them horror movies where you're just sat at the screen, like what is going on? Like, just people need to just like do something because this is I can't watch much more of this. Yeah, it was a lot. But yeah, sorry, Cam. Go
on. And then Invincible season 2, I started that. And then
I watched the first episode. I didn't love it though.
I got spoiled on I haven't watched any of it, but I got spoiled on what happened. I'm annoyed.
You got spoiled?
Yeah.
Unlucky. Did you watch the Atom Eve episode?
Nah.
I think that was good. I think that's probably better than the 2 episodes that are out of Invincible right now.
Oh, there's only 2 out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of want to ask if what I saw looked like a spoiler, but I'm not entirely sure. I kind of want to ask, but I don't want to spoil the bets if it is a spoiler.
You think it's a spoiler of episode 2?
One of the episodes, or like the series as a whole, or whatever.
I don't think anything big happened in episode 2, so it's probably episode 1 thing.
Nothing big has happened in the season, or just...
I don't think anything big has happened in episode 2.
Right, so
if it's a spoiler, it's probably episode 1 spoiler.
Is it comic book related, or is it from the actual cartoon?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
This
so you
is
just
the
seen
point.
stuff. Oh, okay.
Someone said something about season 2, and so it could be something that happens in the comic that is yet to come out in the show, or it could be something that happens in episodes 1 and 2.
Okay.
I don't
say it.
I was not going to say it. Because if it's a comic book thing...
Say it. I'll say it with you.
I will say it with you.
Let's all be spoiled together. Say it.
That is... I need to watch that, The Good Fight. I need to watch that. That's been on my list for ages. Like, just based off of that one...
that clip.
That one clip, I was like, this show must be bossing, because that clip is hilarious. You got African-American rappers say N-word this and N-word that.
Say it.
So say it.
Say it.
Say what? Say what you want to say.
You know I'm not good. No, say it.
No, say it. I will say it. Yeah, great stuff. So, apparently, according to some people on the internet, Mark is turning evil this season. That's the word on the street.
I mean,
Cam's smiling because...
No, I'm not smiling. I'm questioning that.
You're questioning it.
Yeah.
Why are you making that face?
It's like...
it's possible, but then you watch episode 1 because I feel like...
Oh, you've seen episode 1?
I've seen episode 1, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
So I feel like from what I've seen, obviously, it's possible, but then at the same time, there's a lot going on. So it could just be related to something else sort of thing.
Maybe.
I don't think.
Nah, he's not going his Eren Yeager path. Oh my god, sorry.
You already told me this.
Literally, as soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, oh shit, sorry.
You already spoiled that one for me. You don't remember?
Yeah, I remember, but still, I don't need to be reinforcing it.
Nah, I'll probably never watch that anime anyways.
Yeah, no, the Attack on Titan song has just been funny. It's just funny at this point. We've just spoiled that in so many ways for you.
It was just a look as well. That's what the funniest thing is. We literally just looked at each other like,
ooh.
It wasn't even just the look. It was the look combined with what I had said.
Yeah.
Like what I said, plus your reaction to what I had said.
Because we didn't know how to respond.
yeah, because we didn't say yes or no. We were just like,
You have to go based off of what you know what I know. You know how much of the show I've seen.
But also we both know the same amount. So it's one of the ones where like we might respond in different ways, which would be bad. So it's like, oh, I need to look at Bez and see what he's gonna say. He's gonna need to see what I'm gonna say.
But you can look at each other without making a face. You can just look at each other without making a face.
I think it was the look at each other that made us even like go off as well, because we were both looking at each other like,
oh.
what do we do here? They were both laugh, and then it just kind of gives it away.
Yeah, it gave away the goose. Yeah. But it's your fault for being so smart. If you weren't so smart, you might have not.
Yeah, true. You wouldn't have clocked. You're like, what?
Picked up on signals, yeah. Like, yeah, exactly. What are you not looking at? Like, why are you doing that?
What else? And then I actually ordered, you know, the web comic, whatever, webtoon or whatever that I've read initially, the first one, Unordinary. The first volume for it came out recently, and I ordered it, and it came yesterday. And I'm probably going to read that again. But you've already read it. I know.
Okay, read it again. Fine.
But now I have it in book form, and now I can give it to people and say, here, read this. It's really good. But yeah, that's me. That's all the things.
Lovely. All right, so let's get out of here then. Make sure you follow us as usual. All the social medias minus Threads and Facebook. The @ is @5letters podcast. Yeah, that's TikTok, that's Instagram, that's Twitter, that's YouTube, and that's it. Yeah, so for another 2 weeks, we are out of here. You can catch us back in 2 weeks' time, doing it the same thing, the same time, the same place, the same blokes. I was going to say the C word there. I should be going to Australia. But that would be a bit mad. But yeah, let's end on the new track from M1 on the Beat and Cristale. Track entitled Sing That. Little drilly one to end up on. But yeah, for another 2 weeks, we are out of here. Peace.
I sing that, nothing but he when he bring that. Spin a man round when he swing that, king that, looking at your face when he fling that. Fling that, look, the gunman make gal face start blush when he said the old king fat. And I think that, pound signs engraved, them I ring back. I sing that, nothing but he when he bring that. Spin a man round when he swing that, king that, looking at your face when he fling that. Fling that, look, the gunman make gal face start blush when he said the old king fat. And I think that, pound signs engraved, them I ring back. Bro, shot line one shell off, catch them purr when he ring that. Circle the ends, the things them hot like me, and I ling that. Look, the scoreboard's balance when he ying that. Back was out the game, run game done, lost bars, no bring back. Ain't ever been jail when I reference pen, and I mean fountain or viral. I know they wanna hear my stories gory. I rap a man, no Shiro, high-low, I'm Cristale. My old friends missed out like pen pen. Never thought that I'd go chocolate like Milo. Always torture you, man, I lie though. Why bro, no crocodile teeth, them tinks, them skilly bang sister. Just come and bring inside on a rotted. Coming back, there's a big target. Them don't send shots, them no one forget blasted. Now stop coming, just started.
The 5 Letters Podcast.